Apologies, guys. Just running late as always. Dr. Delate is the case. Or Dr. Delay, I don't know. Welcome to another edition of me calling random games. I am Dr. Delay. And we got a good one tonight as the Cleveland Indians take on the San Francisco Giants. As I got to put up the poll again, just running late. Terrible, I know. Worst, not a professional. Never claimed to be. Who's winning here? Again, I'll try to get all this sorted out. Just late. I know. I'm the worst. The worst streamer in the world, and I'm expecting to get subscribers. How would I do that if I'm running late? All right, but the game hasn't started yet, so we're all good. Starting off for the Giants is going to be a legend, I would say, a guy that has struggled a little bit, but you know he's still pretty cool, pretty much a legend here. Justin Verlander. Coming in tonight with a 4.33 ERA, 0-3 record, 1.4 ERA. As he faces Stephen Kwan, that's going to be in there for a called strike. So we are underway in San Francisco. Beautiful Oracle Park. Stephen Kwan batting .298, OPS of .783, 6 home runs, 23 RBIs for Kwan this year. Here's the 0-1. That's going to be outside for ball one again. Welcome on in. Feel free to vote. Got a poll up. Giants actually up already in the poll. 1-1 count. Verlander sets and fires. And that's going to be hit to right. Very high in the air, apparently. As that's still up there, and now it's caught for out number one by Yastrzemski. And that's going to bring up Kyle Manzardo. He is batting .207, OPS of .711. Make sure my audio's good. Yeah, we're good. 11 home runs and 31 RBIs on the year. Verlander sets and fires. That's a swing and a miss, strike one. 0-1 count to Manzardo. Verlander likes the pitch as he delivers the 0-1, and that's going to be popped foul. So it now moves to 0-2. .2 count to Manzardo. I cannot type. Here's the 0-2. That's going to be yanked to right, and that one is... Oh! Yastrzemski loses it in the sun, even with sunglasses, as that's going to drop, and that's going in. He's going into second, so that's a one-out double here in the top of the first, as that's going to bring up Jose Ramirez. He's a really solid baseball player, batting .319, OPS of .915. 13 home runs, 34 RBIs. Yeah, they're showing the Yastrzemski thing, and yeah, he just couldn't quite get there in time or lost in the sun. I'm not too sure. Here's the first pitch. That's going to be in there for a called strike. Doing all that one-handed, left-handed there. I'm the best, I know. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike two. Oh, and 2 count. Verlander delivers. That's going to be hit foul. So we'll do this again at 0-2. Runner on second here in the top of the first. Cleveland, San Francisco tonight. Hopefully it all goes well in this one. Verlander looking back at second and delivers. That's going to be hit to right center, and that's going to get down. I imagine that's going to score a run as Manzardo crosses home plate as the Cleveland Indians take a 1-0 lead here in the top of the first. That's going to bring up Carlos Santana. Facing all lefties here, of course, Ramirez is a switch hitter. And so is Santana, actually. He's batting .248, OPS of .718, 8 home runs and 35 RBIs. As that's going to be in there. No, that's going to be low. Ramirez is thrown out at second. He doesn't seem to like it. As Ramirez is appealing that they challenge this, but we're going to find out here. Yeah, I did forget to close the door there. That's on me. And looking at this replay, oh man, that is so close. They will not challenge, so that's going to, again, bring up Santana. He's 1-0 count here. My bad. I totally forgot about that. It was a steal on a pitch low. Here's the pitch. That's going to be, well, lower, but strike one. So 1-1 count here to Carlos Santana, former one-time Pirate. Here's the 1-1. That's going to be in there, strike two. Very interesting way the umpire signaled strike there. I don't know. That was just interesting. Looks like he's going to call for time as he has a chat with the umpire during that timeout. 1-2 count. Cleveland already up 1-0. Verlander delivers the 1-2. That's going to be hit foul. One and two. Nobody on. 2 outs. Verlander delivers. That's going to be in the dirt. Ball 2. Again, Ramirez did have the RBI, but he was called out on a very close play at second on the stolen base attempt. Verlander delivers the 2-2. That's going to be high for ball 3. So 3-2 count. Verlander delivers the 3-2. That's going to be hit to center. But looks like Lee is under it, as he is, to make the catch for out number 3. But the Indians do the damage as they are up 1-0. I read Guardians on there. 1-0 as we head to the bottom of the first. Again, if you like what you see, folks, hit that subscribe button. Definitely helps the channel out a lot. As well, look at that. I'm trying to refresh here. So, yeah, no, those 3 are going to be scheduled. Of course, I've already scheduled the football game, Hall of Fame game, college football, and NFL. So, if you're a football fan, definitely hit that subscribe button. And as far as baseball, well, this is I don't know, my 52nd game, I want to say. I can't remember. Yep, 52 games, 52 baseball games. So, hopefully that's a lot for you to where it's like, okay, you know what, this guy's not a one-time thing. He's been doing this a little bit. As far as San Francisco actually, and you might not like this, they're 1-4 when I call a San Francisco Giant game. Cleveland is 2-0. I actually should put that. So I don't know if I'm going to get much love here from the Giants fans, but I have, again, done them quite a bit. But apparently they don't do well when I call their games. So I did get the blessing, though, from the subscriber that represents the Giants fans. He did say, like, hey, you should probably chill out a little bit. But then he's like, hey, you know what? You can call him again. It's been a while. So as I am going to try to get this on there real quick. San Francisco is 1-4. Cleveland, I believe, again, they're 2-0. Yeah, 2-0. Look at them go. All right. Pitching for the Indians tonight is going to be Logan Allen. Allen with a 4-4 record, 4.28 ERA, not too bad. The WHIP is a 1.5. That's not good, but the ERA is, honestly, he probably should have a worse ERA, but he seems to get out of it, so that's all that matters. As he faces Ramos, and that's going to be outside ball one. Helio, I'm not too sure. Batting 284, OPS of 824. As here's the pitch, that's going to be in there, called strike. 11 home runs, 36 RBIs for Ramos. I'll just say Ramos. Ramos is safe. That's what we'll be doing. Here's the pitch. That's going to be a ground ball tapped to the pitcher. Allen almost throws it away, but Manzardo makes a nice catch as he had to get off the bag and jump really high to make that catch. And, of course, step back on the bag. That is going to be, or bring up, Willie Adames. Adames is batting 206, OPS of 631, 8 home runs, and 32 RBIs on the year for Adames. Here's the pitch. That's going to be upstairs, ball one. Tempted to switch it to 3D. What do you guys think? Maybe not. Too much of a risk. Here's the 1-0. That's going to be hit to center. And it is caught for out number 2. I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe I'll do it. I think it's just going to be a little bit of a delay. Dr. Delay, LOL. See, that's Adames. That's the... Well, that's not too far behind. Kind of giving you a little bit of what happened there. We'll see how that goes. Maybe you guys like it. The only problem is I don't see the batters. That's going to be Rafael Devers. He's batting 274, OPS of 906, 15 home runs, 59 RBIs. And that's going to be found to the left side. Look at that. You'll be able to see what's going on. That's actually pretty cool. 1-1 count. Again, you are going to be behind a pitch or two, but we'll go with it. Here's the 1-1. That's going to be low for ball 2. Yeah, there's the foul there. That's crazy. 2-1 count. Here's the pitch. That's going to be outside for ball 3. So 3-1 count. Yeah, let me know if you like this. If you don't like, if you want to go back to the regular thing, that's fine. That's going to be hit, also foul. So the count moves to 3-2. That is pretty neat. 3-2 count here to Devers. 2 outs here in the bottom of the first. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. He struck him out as Devers goes down on strikes. So nothing doing there for the Giants as we head to the top of the second. Your score. Yeah, see, that's the only thing is I don't like that there's no, statistics. There's the swing and miss. There was a pitch high and in. We'll go back to 2D for the moment. Again, if you're not subscribed, definitely hit that subscribe button. Definitely helps the channel out a lot. Like and subscribe. And if you are a football fan, well, I'll be doing football later down the road this year. As you can see, I already have the Hall of Fame game up. Then, of course, some college football. And then the NFL. And, of course, you guys will be picking the games. I know there's probably maybe a Browns fan here or two. Don't think it's just a Steelers channel. You guys will. Well, of course, I'll be doing Steelers-Browns. But, if the Browns do have some West Coast games or they're in the afternoon slot, you guys will be voting on the afternoon slot. So, again, if the Browns in the future – actually, let's see. Let's actually check the Browns. Now, of course, the 49ers, obviously you guys will have a lot of those 3 o'clock spots. But, yeah, look, there's some chances here against the Ravens and the Raiders and stuff like that. But, yeah, no, you guys will be voting for that second window on Sundays. So it's very possible that the Browns could be right on after the Steelers. Or same with the Niners, of course. I know the Niners definitely are going to be in that 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock window, whatever time zone, of course, you guys would be in. Same with college football. I love college football. And I'll be doing those games, and you guys will make the call for a lot of those college and NFL games. So definitely hit that subscribe button. Definitely not trying to replace anybody. I know you guys probably like Tom Grossi and all them. I'm just a backup. That's how I see it. So if you want a backup, a reliable backup, I'll be here. as we're waiting to resume this one again. Indians up 1-0 over the Giants as we're returning to action here. We'll go back to 3D whenever this wants to load up. Anyway, whatever. Until that does, here's the pitch. That's going to be swing and a miss, strike one. Or was it a foul? It might have been a foul there. Go on to 3D here. 0-1 count. Guess it was a foul. I didn't see the foul. 0-1. Here's the pitch. That's going to be fouled back yet again. So 0-2 count. Thomas is batting .154 on the year. 1 home run and 6 RBIs. Verlander delivers the 0-2. That's going to be high for ball one. Yeah, again, that is the one annoying thing, is that you're going to be behind. It is what it is. I mean, I could slow down my stream, actually. I don't know. It would be kind of tricky to match it. Here's the 1-2. That's going to be low for ball two. In the dirt. That is very interesting, though, how that works. 2-2 count. Verlander delivers the 2-2, and that's going to be hit foul yet again. So 2-2 here to Thomas. Here in the top of the second. Again, Cleveland up 1-0 over San Francisco. Here is the pitch. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Down goes Thomas. And that's going to, actually, again, that's the problem. I've been relying on the lineups over there. I guess I could pull them up over here. And that's what I'll have to do. So I'll have to pull them up onto. This is going to bring up Daniel Schneemann, batting .242. OPS, well, there's no OPS. 7 home runs and 18 RBIs. Here's the pitch. Breaking ball outside for ball one. So we're going to do stats from over here. Give me the box score. Yeah. OPS of 751. 1-0 count to Schneemann. Here's the pitch. That's going to be upstairs, ball two. 2-0 count to Schneemann. 1 out here in the top of the second. Here's the pitch. That's going to be upstairs for strike one. I think that is pretty cool, though. Not going to lie. That is neat. So 2-1 count. Here's the pitch. That is way upstairs, ball three. Crap, I'm sorry, guys. You can see I'm not a professional by any means. 3-1. Verlander delivers the 3-1. That's going to be hit to right. Oh, it's off the first baseman. Second baseman can't quite make the grab there as he kind of boots it. So looks like Schneemann is going to get on. I don't know what they're going to score it. They're going to say it's a base hit. So that's going to bring up Jones. I think that's Nolan Jones, batting .222, OPS of 643. So, yeah, Jones batting .222, OPS of 643, and I'll wait for the home runs and all that stuff. Verlander sets and fires. That's going to be in there on the outside corner for strike one. Oh, hey, Sean, how's it going? Yeah, I don't know if RFK is here at the moment. I was a little bit late. I didn't start late. I mean, I said I'd start at 8:40, I guess, according to the time. But I showed up right before game time. So that's going to be fouled back. Let me know, Sean, if you like this or you just prefer the, the still 2D. You're going to be a few pitches behind. That's the only negative about this. But, of course, I imagine it takes a lot of technology. So 0-2 count here to Jones. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. And down goes Jones. And that's going to bring up Arias. He's batting .239, OPS of .677. And another thing, I can't click on the players. So there is that. So you won't be able to see any stats. You'll just have to, unfortunately, listen. Here's the pitch. That's going to be a ground ball to third. Throws to second for the force for out number 3. So we head to the bottom of the second. Your score, Indians 1. I keep reading that. Indians 1. Giants 0. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to keep this because, again, it's just I can't click on the players and all that stuff. It's neat. It is a neat little feature, though. You just click on the 3D thing and you get to watch it all in live. Well, not live, but it is what it is. But again, hopefully, if you're not subscribed, you definitely subscribe, as every little subscriber, really, it does, helps out the channel a lot. I think I like still with access to stats. Yeah, that's what I was thinking, man. It was just because I don't even know who's coming up. I have to wait till I'd have to see the TV broadcast, but sometimes they don't show the statistics in time and all that stuff. So, yeah, it's a hit and miss. But it is what it is. Again, if you do like what you see, folks, hit that subscribe button. This is actually my 52nd baseball game, so I'm no stranger to the baseball field. Obviously, it's not every game. There's some days I just can't call a game. I'm sorry, guys. I do work for a living, believe it or not. But I try. I really do. Tomorrow I'm off, so that means it's doubleheader day. Unsure what the games will be. I will try to, of course, do a Pirates, whatever start as the Paul Skeens one. I'll probably be doing that one. And then another game. Unsure what that'll be. Could very well be these games again. I'm not too sure if it will be. These two teams really depends on the performance. Because I've done actually very well with San Diego and Los Angeles. So that is tempting me. I'm a big stats guy as well. Verlander's he's struggled, I think, in the first inning, as here's Flores. Flores takes a called strike there. 0-1 count here. 11 home runs, 51 RBIs for Wilmer Flores, batting .255, OPS of .731. Here's the 0-1. That's going to be inside ball, too. And if you're looking for Verlander's stats on the year, well, this is his live statistics because, of course, they're including his 2 innings. Here's the 1-1. That's a swing and miss, strike 2. Currently with an 0-3 record, 4.39 ERA, whip of 1.43. Here's the 1-2. That's going to be way outside. So it's 2-2. Again, feel free to vote. We got a poll up there. Giants, Indians. Here's the 2-2. That's in the dirt as that gets away. Ball 3. So 3-2 count. Schmidt is on deck. Do you think Verlander is washed up? Well, I mean, he's 40-something years old. 42. I think that's fair. I mean, it's definitely not what he used to be. I mean, statistically, he's probably an average, maybe a below-average starter. So that's going to be outside ball 4. So Flores draws the walk, and that's going to bring up Schmidt. Casey Schmidt. Batting .230, OPS of .721. 3 home runs, 14 RBIs on the season. I'm trying to think, what did I do wrong? I did something wrong. Here's the pitch, and that's going to be in there for a called strike. Maybe it's not a popular game. I don't know. I don't remember what I put in. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. Maybe I might need to do something in between the inning break here on the channel. I think I may have put a few too many or too little hashtags. 0-2 count here to Schmidt. Runner on first. Here's the pitch. That's going to be hit to right. I don't know if that's going to stay in play. Oh, well, tell you what. If Manzardo had any speed, he probably could have made the catch, but I don't know if he was running or not, but that wasn't exactly the fastest effort there. So the count remains 0-2 to Schmidt. Runner on first here in the bottom of the second. Flores with the walk to start off the bottom of the second. Allen sets, looks over at Flores, and delivers. That's going to be outside, ball one. 1-2 count. Maybe it helped. I'm trying to think of what I could have done. I'm not too sure, though. Here's the pitch. Checked his swing. Did not go. So the count is 2-2. Again, runner on first here. Nobody out. So they're going to check the, no, he clearly didn't go. That wasn't even close. Allen looks over at Flores and delivers. That's going to be fouled back. By the way, Sean, hopefully you had a good day today. Thank you, of course, for tuning in as always. Allen sets, looks over at Flores at first. Here's the pitch. That's going to be hit foul yet again. Of course, Allen is a lefty, so it's natural that he's going to look over at first, to be honest with you. But I'll say it anyway. Count remains at 2-2, as this will be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. Allen sets and fires. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. So down goes Schmidt, as that's going to bring up Jung-Ho Lee. He is batting. I can tell you he's batting 265, but apparently doesn't want me to look up his stats. There we go. 265, OPS of 758, 6 home runs and 34 RBIs. A lot of Giants fans seem to like him, and, well, hey, he's a solid player. Here's the pitch. That's going to be in there at the knees. Strike one. Thank you, Doctor. Your broadcasts have been a real blessing. Oh, well, hey, I'm glad. Hey, this is kind of why I do it, you know. I'm glad I could be a medium so you can listen to or, whatnot for the games. I'm not too sure. But that's going to be hit foul. So 0-2. Of course, I know that Sundays will be pretty tough for you once football season is here. Of course, again, Saturdays will be a thing. College football. 0-2 count. Here's the pitch. That's going to be low for ball one. Oh, they're showing this kid making a catch in the crowd. Oh, wow, what a catch. Probably about an 8-year-old kid there making a nice grab. 1-2 count. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss on a ball well inside as he strikes out there. That's going to bring up Tyler Fitzgerald. He is batting 243, OPS of 640, 2 home runs and 9 RBIs. I don't have cable, so this is great. Oh, I got you. Yeah, I understand that. Definitely. Here's the pitch here. That's going to be inside. Call strike. Yeah, no, it's very expensive. TV is it's ridiculous now. And the only reason I have YouTube TV is, well, I cancel it once football season ended. But here's the 0-1. That's a swing and a miss, strike two. But my brother wanted to watch some of the college basketball games, which ironically, that's actually what kind of got me to start the broadcasting thing. He did a little bit of the March Madness stuff. So that's the only reason I kept it this year. Normally, I would not, but it's expensive. It's so bad. But yeah, during the summer, I usually don't have it, as that's going to be outside ball one. Honestly, I've kind of wasted it because I haven't really watched anything the last few months other than UFL. So I guess UFL kind of made it somewhat worth it, but I was only able to do like 5 or 6 of the UFL games. 1-2 count here. Allen sets, looks over at Flores and delivers. That's going to be fouled back. But yeah, no, I'm glad. Hey, helping me out, helping you out. Again, I appreciate you. I really do. 1-2 count. Allen sets and fires. That's going to be hit to right on the run in foul territory, and he makes the catch at the wall for out number 3. I couldn't tell you who made the catch there. I can look it up, actually, as that was Nolan Jones with the nice catch. We head to the top of the 3rd inning. Your score, Indians 1, Giants 0. And again, if you are not subscribed, hey, this is a good channel for you to subscribe to. As again, I've been doing baseball and, mainly baseball, really. I mean, that's all that's been going on since I've really started this thing. A little bit of college, as I mentioned earlier, but for the most part, it's been baseball. And, of course, football season is right around the corner, but I'll get into that more later. But, if you guys like what you see, and if you're just a sports fan in general, definitely hit the subscribe button, as I don't think you will regret it. UFL, like AA football league, it's just like it's more of a spring league because it's over now. Yeah, I mean AA, fair enough, really. Yeah, I would say AAA. It's not like the Arena League and all the other semi-pro. It's kind of pro. It's a pro league, so I would say AAA. But yeah, it's honestly. It's okay. It's football. If you're a diehard football fan, you'd like it. Me, I am a diehard, but there's just something about it that's like, well, I don't need to watch it, because yeah, they're especially even the first game I think I covered this year. I don't recall, but I'm like, man, you can definitely tell the difference between this and the NFL. Yeah, I think it was that St. Louis, DC, which ironically that was my worst one. Then every other game, I slowly went up on the football, like 106 there, and then that one's my best one, 766 views. Yeah, that was fun. And then of course the last few I did really well. I was very happy with it. A lot of subscribers came from that, which is why I feel a lot more better, like a lot more positive. I said a lot more better, like that makes sense. A lot more positive about going into football season. Is that I was able to get in some pretty good numbers there, as that's going to bring up Bo Naylor. 9 home runs, 19 RBIs, as here's the pitch. That's going to be outside ball 1. 290, no, that's his on base. 185 batting average, OPS of 693. Do any NFL guys? No current ones. Former ones that are in there. That's going to be in there, called strike, but no one like big, no one like established. They're usually like guys that have played for a year or two or their practice squad, it was really that type of leagues. Nothing, no one, I don't think, really popular was in it. Here's the 1-1. That's going to be hit to left. That's going to be a foul. Yeah, no, it's not the most popular league, but, it's something, I guess. I believe he chipped a little bit of his bat. Yeah, no, a little bit of his bat broke off there. So 1-2 count. So he has a new bat. Verlander delivers the 1-2. That's in the dirt for ball 2. So 2-2 count. Verlander kind of working a little bit slow tonight. It's usually my worst nightmare. It's like whenever this game is dragging on and it's not a high, it's a low scoring game. It's always the worst ones to call. Here's the 2-2. That's going to be hit to right, and that's going to be a foul ball. And a nice little snag there by a Giants fan, getting high fives everywhere. That's one of my goals in life, to get a foul ball or something at a baseball game. Here's the 2-2. That's going to be hit foul. I will fight children for it, and it will not go to a child. I will get it. I will experience that feeling that I never got to feel as a child, and that child will just have to wait for the next one, because I'm keeping it. That is, Might think I'm a bad guy for it, but that's exactly how I'm going to handle the situation. Oh, I'm going to get booed. Oh, boo, give it to him now. No, sorry. Sorry, I'm a 90s kid. The last of the elite, I would say. 2-2 count here. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. So Naylor goes down there, as that's going to put us to the top of the order. And Quan is going to be up batting .297, OPS of 780. As Quan digs in. A lot of lefties tonight, or a lot of, switch hitter lefties. Here's the pitch. That's going to be in there, called strike. Naylor there was a lefty. Quan, Manzardo, they're both lefties. And Ramirez, Santana, they are switch hitters. And there's more, I believe. Just couldn't quite tell you who. Here's the 0-1. That's going to be hit right to second, as Fitzgerald's there to make the catch for out number 2. A line shot right to him. So they don't really come easier than that, as that's going to bring up Kyle Manzardo. He's 1 for 1 and has scored the only run in this one, batting .211, OPS of 722. Only got a couple balls at minor league games. Hey, I'll take either one. Hello, Nick. How's it going? Thank you for stopping by. Tonight is Cleveland and San Francisco, as here's the first pitch. That's going to be hit to left. And Ramos makes the catch for out number 3. So we head to the bottom of the third inning. Cleveland up 1-0. I think I know why nobody else is here. Remember how tired everyone was last night? The crew probably needed an early night tonight. Yeah, possibly. I don't know. I mean, I don't regret it. I mean, this one's just going to be one of those nights where it's like, no one's going to subscribe because it's, I don't know, just probably not a pop. Oh, that's right. I forgot I said I do have to check something. So let me go ahead, and I do apologize. You're going to get a full dose of me. So I'm going to hide this screen here. Sensitive information and stuff like that on the screen. And if you are not subscribed, if you are an outsider, feel free to hit that subscribe button. Again, every subscriber helps the little channel that I have. I do appreciate you guys. Wow, I didn't know how to spell. I'm an idiot. Jeez, that is actually crazy. Okay. I don't know how to spell when I try to correct myself here. If you like, yeah, maybe we should, maybe not do that. But yeah, no, if you like what you see, folks, and probably not right now, but definitely hit that subscribe button. Definitely helps the channel out a lot. If you are a sports fan in general, I think this is a pretty good channel for you. I love the NFL. I love MLB. I love college football. Boom. So I think this is perfect. As Manzardo did not homer. He did not. What did he do? It wasn't a home run. I can tell you that much. All right. Let's go back to some gameplay here. That's what we have. Maybe that helps it out. The little change I did. I did not change the thumbnail. Don't think I'm caving in here. It's still an Indians. Chief Wahoo is still the thumbnail. As that's going to bring up Yastrzemski, batting .257, OPS of 747. Here is Yastrzemski. That's going to be in there, called strike. We have not yet went through the order here, so I got to click on him. He is batting .257, OPS of 747, 5 home runs, 24 RBIs. Here's the pitch. That's a swing and a miss. Strike 2. As Yastrzemski is going to call for time. I'm on the Guardians. Why am I on the Guardians? I don't know. Good question. 0-2 count here to Yastrzemski. Chief Wahoo's the bomb. Yeah, no. Elite's logo. That's going to be upstairs, ball one. Still not as nice. And again, I hate to always bring it up, but Redskins logo is just, that is the chef's kiss right there. Here's the 1-2. That's going to be hit foul. But it's a solid logo. And as I mentioned, I really don't have anything against the Guardians. It's just the fact that they took away the Indians. But the Guardians, again, I can live with it because it sounds similar. Here's the 1-2. That's going to be hit to center, and that's going to get through for a base hit. So Yastrzemski gets aboard, and that's going to bring up the last guy we'll click on here, Bailey. Patrick Bailey, batting 185, OPS of 518, 1 home run, and 16 RBIs. But, yeah, again, it's just because Guardians and similar to Indians, and I think that's why I'm okay with it. Commanders and Redskins, no. I mean, I really just, that still ticks me off. Every time that's brought up, and I probably brought it up, but I'm just mad that's going to be fouled off there. 0-1 count. I'm not surprised. Bohm hit one off the wall. Carroll hit a triple. Can't get 3 guys. Yeah, and I recommended Cruz, and their game was, the Pirates game was postponed to tomorrow. So here's the 0-1. That's going to be inside ball 1. Yeah, just Commanders. I mean, the Commanders sounds like just a generic, like, football team you hear in, like, some movie. Like, oh, boy, we got to play the Commanders this week, you know, like really, like, okay. It's not an NFL team. Here's the 1-1, and that's going to be fouled back. 1-2 count. I'll let it go. I'm sorry. I'll save all that ranting for football season. And I did download, so like if I do a Washington game, it's going to be a Redskins logo on there. It'll probably still say Commanders in the title, but it will have the Redskins logo. Here's the, oh, and no, we got a pickoff attempt, but Yastrzemski is back safe and sound. One and two count, nobody out here in the bottom of the third, a man on. Yastrzemski singling to start off the bottom of the third. Here's the pitch. That's going to be hit to right, and that is just foul. As there's the Giants, can't say ball boy. He is definitely not young. That is the most interesting thing about baseball right there is the Giants ball grandpas that do that, and that's going to be upstairs ball 2. It's for Commander-in-Chief for the president, but yes, Redskins was the best logo. Yeah, okay, I didn't even think about that. But that's still, I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. Here's the 2-2. That's going to be chopped to third. That's going to stay in play. And Ramirez was kind of waiting to see if it would go foul, but because of the hesitation, that allows the infield single. As, again, he was just hoping it would bounce foul, but it did not. It did not do that at all. It hugged the line. So the Giants getting a little bit of a break there, as that's going to bring up Ramos. He's 0 for 1 in this one, batting 283 OPS of 822. Allen looks back at Yastrzemski and delivers. That's going to be in there, a called strike. Also, I didn't even think about it. I don't have my Pirates jersey, and I should probably just put it on because everyone that's like a Cleveland fan is probably a Browns fan as well. Probably not a fan of what they're looking at. Here's the 0-1. That's going to be hit. I'm going to have to cave for that. I won't cave for the Indians thing, but I will cave for the Steelers thing. I'll put the Steelers to the side after this inning. 0-2 count. Didn't even think about that. That might be it. Who knows? 0-2. Oh, that's should have been strike 3. As you can see on the screen there. I'll go ahead and highlight it for you. But not quite. So 1-2. Allen looks back at Yastrzemski and delivers. That's going to be hit foul. So the count is still 1-2. Apparently Ramos got hit last night. Looked like he was in serious pain. Here's the 1-2. Ground ball to short. There's 1 and 2. A double play. But they do move the runner to third. But they do have 2 outs. Bang. You know what? I already know who this guy is. There's no way you're not him. But because I'm such a nice human being, I'm going to go ahead and let him stay, and we'll see what happens. Go ahead and entertain me, Bing. I'm sure you're going to eventually cave, as you always do. That's going to be in there, a called strike. Lee has been such a horrible slump. Yeah, Dom is here 0-1. Yeah, Lee, I don't know. He's batting 264. That's going to be hit to left, but that is foul. Dom is batting 205, OPS of 629. It's bad, though. You know, I can't trust anyone else that comes in and randomly says hi. They could be very genuine human beings. That's going to be low for ball one. But I'm just on the PTSD, you know. It's bad. Yeah, no, he was batting, 300 something? Like, he was crushing it in April. I don't know if I'd be able to look at that in April. I don't think I can look at the splits. 1-2 count. Here's the pitch. That's going to be upstairs, ball 2. Two and 2 count. Runner on third. Here's the pitch. That's going to be inside, ball 3. Got some votes coming in. Looks like the Giants. You guys are all Giants fans, or the Cleveland fans just don't want to vote, or they're picking the Giants themselves. 5 votes for the Giants, no votes for the Indians. Here's the 3-2. That's going to be fouled back. You seem to call a good game. Well, thank you, Bing. I'm just keeping my eye on you. Probably you might be genuine. Who knows? Again, I've just been receiving some unfortunate attention from some people that are not well-intentioned. As here is the 3-2. But, yeah, no, again, if you do like what you see, definitely hit that subscribe button. Here's the 3-2, and that's going to be hit to right center field, and that is caught on the run by Jones for out number 3. So we head to the top of the 4th inning. Your score, Indians 1, Giants 0. Again, if you like what you see, folks, hit that subscribe button. Definitely helps the channel out a lot. This is my 52nd baseball game, so don't think, this might be the first time you've been seeing me, because again, I'm not the most popular guy on YouTube. But yeah, no, Giants are actually and Sean actually told me I should not call Giants games for all. He did give me his blessing for me to continue. But the Giants are 1-4 when I call a game for them. Cleveland actually 2-0. So again, this is not my first rodeo. How long have I been doing this? Well, not very long. So I'll go back, I'll just show you. So I did very little. I did the football thing for like the last wild card, I'm just seeing how it would go, and that didn't go great. So then I stopped, and then I just randomly had the itch to do it again after I bought YouTube TV. So I started with college basketball this year. But no, since for baseball, if you're asking just for baseball, since opening day, it is a lot of Pirates games. Well, it really started off like that, but eventually I kind of branched out, and I've been bouncing around the league. It is still a lot of Pirates. But I do listen to you guys. Again, Sean here is a Giants fan. Nick, he's a big Diamondbacks fan. And to be honest with you, when I really think about it, I haven't done one in 2 weeks. So I got to get to the Diamondbacks. I'm sorry, Nick. I'm just a terrible human being. But I really do try to listen to you guys. You guys do make some calls. I have had you guys vote for stuff in the past. It's not often, but it does happen. And for football season, you guys will be voting on games that I do. So, again, if that appeals to you, hopefully you hit that subscribe. Do you want to be a pro broadcaster one day? I don't know. It'd be cool, but I don't think I'm that guy. I feel like I need degrees to do that. So, probably not happening. As here's the pitch to Jose Ramirez. That's going to be upstairs, ball 1. Adames was on fire last year, then got paid and has been mediocre. Well, definitely hasn't been good. Here's the pitch. That's going to be hit to center. Lee is on the run and makes the catch for out number 1. D-backs suck right now. Well, no, I still need to get them in regardless. They're an exciting team. Did they lose today? Because I was actually watching Jaguar earlier, and they did lose. I'm sorry, Nick. You deserve much better. You really do. That's going to bring up Carlos Santana. He's 0 for 1 on the day, batting .247, OPS of 715. Here's the pitch. That's going to be a ground ball to second. Oh, he mishandles it. Santana is safe. Kind of started giving up in the middle of the trot, but the botch there by the second baseman, and he took off and was able to get there in time. So he's on at first. And that's going to bring up Thomas. Yeah, Fitzgerald just couldn't handle it cleanly. I don't know what happened there. Did take a little bit of a bounce. Thomas is 0 for 1 on the day. He has struck out, batting .152, OPS of 419. Here's the pitch. That's in the dirt. Oh, nice scoop by Bailey. That was a very good read. I know right now. I know, right? But this is my life. Oh, man. Nick has very unfortunate betting luck. I don't know if it's FanDuel or DraftKings, Bet MGM, but it's just rough as this one's going to be hit to center, and that's going to drop for a base hit. So it looks like Cleveland stringing some hits here. They have runners on first and second with just one out here in the top of the fourth. Adames has potential. Yeah, I mean, it's not bad. It's just unfortunate this year. Devers is playing. He will be coming up, I believe, in the next inning. Yeah, he's actually due up in the bottom of the fourth. That's going to bring up Daniel Schneemann, batting .247, OPS of 758, 7 home runs, and 18 RBIs on the year. Here's the pitch. That's a swing and a miss, strike one. 0-1 count. Verlander sets, looks back at Santana, and delivers. Checked his swing. I think he went. He did. Strike two. Oh, 0-2 count to Schneemann. Runners on first and second. Here in the top of the fourth, Cleveland up 1-0. Verlander sets, looks back at Santana, and delivers. That's going to be hit to left center field. That one is out of here. That one is gone. Daniel Schneemann with a 3-run home run, and that's going to put the Indians up 4-0 here in the top of the fourth. That is unfortunate for you, Sean. Again, I'm sorry. I don't know why the Giants are 1-4 when I call games, but they may be 1-5 after tonight. I don't know. I'm sorry. I sincerely am. That is unfortunate for Giants fans. Any Cleveland fans having a good time? Again, Cleveland. I'm not trying to just pivot here to Cleveland fans here, but I'm just saying you guys are undefeated when I call a game. That's all I'm going to say. So maybe you should subscribe. Maybe you should let me know that you're a Cleveland fan, as that's going to be outside ball one. And I'll work you in some more. Maybe. We'll see what happens. I just need to see it. 1-0 count here to Jones. Here's the pitch. That's going to be inside ball two. Jones is batting .221, OPS of 639. Verlander delivers the 2-0, and that's going to be hit foul. The Giants may finish under 500. That would be, it's a tough one. I don't know. I think they're still in it. I think they're still a playoff team. I mean, they're 41-32. It's just whenever I call a game, they're 1-4. I mean, I haven't really seen them play well, as that's going to be hit down the left field line. That's a foul. But looking at it, again, their run differential plus 44, that's pretty solid. In fact, that is what? 1, 2, 3. That's the fourth best in the NL. They're not bad. Their pitching has been fantastic. Here's the 2-2, and that's going to be hit up the middle for a base hit. As I say, their pitching is fantastic. Verlander allows another hit, and Jones is on at first, and that's going to bring up Arias, who's 0 for 1, batting .238, OPS of 674. I don't know. I think I'm going to have to say I respectfully disagree here, Bing. I think they do need hitting. Oh, for sure. And I think Sean here would be the first to tell you. And of course, they made that trade for Devers, hoping that, that would be a nice bat there. And I'm sure he will be, as that's going to be in there called strike. But the problem is there's some other players on this job. I mean, there's 8 other positions. Of course, they do have some other decent hitters. Ramos has been pretty good. Lee's good. He's been struggling as of late. That's going to be a swing and miss strike, too. I don't know why, but I like Yastrzemski. Other guys just haven't really been performing. Same thing with the Pirates, of course. Not to make it all about the Pirates, as that's going to be a check swing. Did he go? He did not. That one was in the dirt. But the Pirates, obviously, they have O'Neal Cruz. He's been all right. Not too bad. OPS above 800. McCutchen, even old man McCutchen, he's OPS in the, 750s or something like that. Reynolds has struggled, but I still feel like he'll be fine. That's it. I mean, you need more hitters. Here's the 1-2. That's going to be chopped foul. You're right, Bing. Too many guys under the Mendoza line. Yaz is average at best. You're probably right about it. I don't know. He's been playing for a while. I mean, I don't know. It's not too bad. But yeah, I mean, you are right. They do need some more hitting. Here's the 1-2. That's going to be swing and a miss. The ball bounced out of the glove, so I wasn't too sure what happened there. But that is a strikeout for Verlander. That's his 4th strikeout of the game. Unfortunately for him, he's also allowed 4 runs, so it doesn't really matter. As that's going to bring up Naylor. Bo Naylor, he's 0 for 1, batting 184, OPS of 690. Bing, what team are you a Giants fan? That's going to be a foul ball there, 0-1. Jeremiah, thank you for stopping by. You think Rafael plays good tonight? Baseball is so random, man. You just never know. It could be your night. You could go 4 for 4 randomly, and then the next 3 or 4 nights you go 0 for 4. It's random. That's going to be outside ball 1. I'm going to say, if I had to pick, I think he's more likely to struggle tonight because it is a lefty on lefty. The Cleveland starter is a lefty. But, you never know. That's going to be a pickoff attempt, and he is safe and sound. But, again, baseball, it's just a sport where any given day, anything can happen. I mean, the Rockies have won 15 games, so they're clearly the worst baseball team, in the majors. But they've won games because on any given day, that could happen. 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. That's going to be outside ball 2. I don't know why my screen lagged there. Yaz hasn't hit a home run in a month. He's due. Needs some of these guys to hit a home run tonight and not Sheeman. At least he got rid of Wade. He stunk up the joint. Well, I feel like he was probably fitting right in, as that's going to be popped up. And that one is going to get out of play. So 2-2 count. Two and two. 2 outs here in the top of the 4th. 1 man on. Verlander sets. And fires. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. But not before the Indians were able to take advantage of a really good swing by Schneemann to make it a 4-0 game. A 3-run shot by Schneemann. And Cleveland is up 4-0 as we head to the bottom of the 4th. And again, if you like what you see, folks, hit that subscribe button. Definitely helps the channel out a lot. It is free. I do want to mention that if you're worried about paying anything, well, I've arranged it to where you don't have to pay a dime. Look at that. I'm so nice. Again, if you're a baseball fan, if you're a football fan, I think this is a pretty good channel for you. I'll even throw out college basketball because I have done it before and I do plan on doing it again. But for the most part, that's going to be far away from now. But yeah, baseball, football, if you like what you see, definitely hit that like and subscribe button. It definitely helps me out a lot. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Is Yastrzemski related to Red Sox legend Carl Yastrzemski? I can look that up. I mean, I don't know. I feel like Yastrzemski is such a unique name that the odds of him being related are very, very, very high. I could be wrong. Are you a Pittsburgh fan across the board? Yes, Pittsburgh Steelers, Pittsburgh Pirates, college football. I was raised to be a Pitt Panthers fan as well, even though my dad went to Temple. For some reason, he just liked Pitt. And then I'm a casual Pittsburgh Penguins fan, not really like a big hockey fan. But yeah, yes, by the way, so Mike is his Carl's grandson. But yeah, I would say I'm a Pittsburgh fan across the board. Nick beat me to it. Most likely with Yastrzemski, it's like, okay, that's like such a unique name. As here is Rafael Devers. That's going to be taken for a called strike right down the middle. He's 0 for 1 on the night with a strikeout, batting .273, OPS of .904. Again, I do have a poll up. Feel free to vote on who you think is going to win, as that's going to be outside ball 1. By the way, those little things you're hearing is the promises the chair. Of course, it's not doing it now. Here's the 1-1. That's going to be down low ball 2. Do I like soccer? I actually do. I just haven't really. I'm not going to stream soccer. I don't know how I'd call that game. I'm not really. I need to, I guess, listen to more soccer. So that's going to be high and in. Devers had to duck out of the way as that was aimed at his face. Maybe not aimed at, but thrown at. Maybe got away. Giants fans didn't like that. Of course, that's their new high-profile signing. Here's the 3-1. That's going to be high and inside, ball 4. So he walked. We are up to 7%. Oh, yeah. As I said, about 5% of the time he asks, that's when he actually, there's someone related. Yeah, that did boost it up a little bit, but I'm sure the next few will be bringing that back down to 5%. That's going to bring up Flores. That's going to be in there for a called strike. He walked earlier in this one, batting .255, OPS of .733, 11 home runs, 51 RBIs. But I do like soccer. Here's the pitch, as that's going to be hit to center. Looks like that's going to be caught for out number 1, as it is. So Devers retreats. Yeah, I like that. Well, U.S. men's national team. I'll cheer for Mexico. That's 50% of me, I guess. But whenever it's USA-Mexico, then I hope USA crushes Mexico. MLS, I kind of watch it a little bit. I do like that Messi's there, Lionel Messi. And the Premier League, I actually cheer for a team called Bournemouth. I don't know if you guys, I know everyone knows Manchester United, all that. That's going to be hit foul. But, no, I like the underdog, as they share the colors of the school I went to in high school, and I created my team and put them in like this trash league, and happened to be them. And years later, they actually rise and go to the Premier League. As here's the 0-1, that's going to be outside ball 1. And I know it's a weird story of why I like a team, but that is the reason. Because I created my team and put them on Bournemouth. 1-1 count here to Schmidt. Runner on first. Here's the pitch. That's going to be chopped foul, so it quickly goes to 1-2. How about rugby? I'm not a rugby guy. I don't really understand it. Yeah, I don't like it. I'm not a fan of rugby. 1-2 count. Here's the pitch. That's going to be hit to center on the warning track, but it's going to be caught for out number 2. So Devers, yet again, has to retreat to first. Yeah, I've watched it a little bit, and I couldn't get into it. Couldn't get into it. I will admit the kicking is very impressive. They got to kick through these small angles, and I am very impressed with how they kick. That's going to bring up Lee. He's 0 for 1, batting .264, OPS of .756. Here's the pitch. That's going to be outside, ball 1. 1-0 count. Here's the pitch. That's going to be hit foul. Nick, did you see the Yaz original play? I don't know. I wouldn't know if Nick has. 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. That's going to be outside ball 2. Nick is at work, so I will have to announce, like, if you do say something, Sean, or to anyone else, so you're talking to Nick, I'll go ahead and just be that middleman because he's listening to the game. Here's the 2-1. That's going to be in there, called strike. I would too, honestly. I wouldn't want to watch the screen and see that idiot in the top left corner. That absolute idiot, that bum. 2-2 count. Here's the pitch. That's going to be poked at and hit in the infield. That's going to be caught for out number 3. So nothing doing there for the Giants as we head to the top of the 5th. Your score, Cleveland 4, San Francisco 0. Carl played for the Red Sox. He did. Yeah, no, we looked it up a little bit earlier. Again, if you like what you see, folks, definitely hit that subscribe button. It helps me out a lot if you're a baseball fan. Great news. This is my 52nd game of the year, as I've been doing a bunch of baseball. Yeah, it's a lot of yellow peas. I get it. But I also bounce around the major leagues. Cleveland, I think this is my 3rd game. Cleveland's actually 2-0 when I call a game. San Francisco, unfortunately, 1-4. So my bad, guys. You can actually blame Sean here. Sean's the big Giants fan. He gave me his blessing that I can continue the Giants. So I have the rights to do it. I negotiated and made it happen. And, of course, again, if you are a football fan, I'll be doing, look, you already have the Hall of Fame game up. I just published the college football Week 0 game for you guys. And, of course, NFL Week 1. How that's going to work is I call Iowa State, Kansas State, and you guys will make the choice on the second game that night. So, yeah, you guys will be voting on football games, whether it's Fresno State, Kansas, Sam Houston, Western Kentucky, Stanford, Hawaii. And then for the NFL, same thing. I'm doing every Steelers game, so sorry, Browns fans. It is what it is, but I'll see you twice a year. But if you guys play in the afternoon window, like the 49ers, you guys can vote on what game I call. So what, Tennessee, Arizona, Tampa. Oh, that's not week 1. That is week 5. I think San Francisco plays in that afternoon window. Tennessee, Denver, San Francisco, Seattle, Detroit, Green Bay, Houston, Los Angeles. So again, if you're a fan of either one of those teams, you want me to call that game right after the Steelers game, I will be doing that. I'm going to call a game anyway. You guys might as well subscribe and vote on which game I call. And that's going to be happening for all year, all college and NFL seasons. Hopefully you like that and hit that subscribe button. Here's Quan, as that's going to be in there, called strike. Quan is 0 for 2, batting .292, OPS of 778. Thank you, Trisk, for stopping by. You're old, but not that old. I have seen the replays, but I did play ball with Carlton Fisk nephew. Oh, that's cool. That's going to be outside ball 1. Of course, again, Trisk, yeah. Thank you, of course, for the Looney Tunes reference, I guess. Thank you. I appreciate that so much. Here's the 1-1. That's going to be outside ball 2. 2-1 count. The shift is on for Quan. Here's the pitch. That's a swing and a miss, strike 2. Verlander delivers the 2-2. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. That's his 6th strikeout in this one. So he's doing a good job with the swing and misses, but unfortunately, maybe not the other pitches because he's already allowed 6 hits and 4 runs. As that's going to bring up Kyle Manzardo. He's 1 for 2, batting .210, OPS of 719. I'm going to check the poll here. Looks like we do have a Indians fan, or at least a realist. Of course, it's much easier to make that vote as that's going to be in there called strike after the Indians have scored 4 runs here, and they lead 4-0 here in the top of the 5th. RFK, hello. How's it going? Saw you, of course, earlier in the JG9 chat room. Here's the 0-1. That's going to be hit to right, and that's going to get down for a base hit. Manzardo is going to head to second with the stand-up double here in the top of the fifth. Yes, there is a red car there. You voted Indians. Well, there we go. Yeah, see, another vote went to the Indians. So now 75% to 25%. That's going to bring up Jose Ramirez. He's 1 for 2 on the night with an RBI. 321 batting average, 915 OPS. Here's the pitch. That's going to be inside, ball 1. Verlander is still pitching. Yeah, no, he's playing still in this game and, of course, in general. Here's the 1-0. That's going to be low for ball 2. Definitely showing his age tonight. Maybe not. It's had a rough inning. Started off rough, then settled down, looked pretty good, and then the 4th inning, they kind of ate him up a little bit. My voice just cracked. My bad. 2-0 count. Here's the pitch. Checked his swing. Did not go. Ball 3. Why does the bug say Guardians? What? I'm confused here. Here is the 3-0. That's going to be in there. Call strike. I'm not too sure what you mean there. Why does the bug say Guardians and stream name? Guardians and stream name. 3-1 count. Verlander sets and fires. That's going to be hit to first. Flores tosses to Verlander for out number 2, as that will move the runner up to third here. Sounds unlucky, yeah. All right. 2 outs. That's going to bring up Carlos Santana. Runner on third. They're going to have a little chat here, Bailey and Verlander. Of course, Bailey's probably going to be giving a lot of advice here to Verlander. Definitely makes sense in this situation. Scorebug and stream name say Guardians. Oh, yeah. So that one is more for the search because more people are going to search Guardians. And that's why I put that. As far as the Scorebug, I don't make the Scorebug. I am using someone else's Scorebug. They do a great job, and if you ever do want, if you ever want to stream, I can give you the website here. Actually, I can tell you right now. It's Sports Scorebot. He has a lot of. It's really good. So if you're streaming as well and you want to have a Scorebug, here's the first pitch to Santana. That's going to be low, ball 1. Definitely shout him out. He's fantastic. He also listens. So if you @ him on Twitter, he'll respond and he'll try to get some. He actually added the UFL because I requested it. He listens. He is great, and it's free. Like my channel, like and subscribe. It's free. 1-0 count to Santana. Here's the pitch. That's low for ball 2. Doctor, it should be Indians on the fingernail, not Guardians. The fingernail? What are you talking about, fingernail? Was Barry Zito washed up by the time he got to San Francisco? I'd have to look at it. You've already made a Scorebug last year when I was bored. Oh, I didn't know that. That's going to be in there a called strike. Does it actually keep up with the scores? I mean, shoot, let me know, and I might look at it. But if it ain't broken, I won't fix it. But if it's going to upgrade it, then I'll do it. 2-1 count. Here's the pitch. That's going to be inside, ball 3. Barry Zito is the question here. I'll look at it. Three and 1 count to Santana. I'll actually do this during commercial break here. 3-1 count. Here's the pitch. That's going to be chopped foul. Okay, I'll do it real quick. Come on, Barry. What do you got? Were you washed when you got to San Fran? He never had in a year below a 4. So, yeah. Yeah, he was. Yeah, he was. Oakland won the trade. 3-2 count. Verlander sets and fires inside, ball 4. So Santana walks, and that's going to bring up Thomas, who's 1 for 2 on the night. Batting 163, OPS of 438. And actually, we're going to have a mound visit, so that might be it for him. So it looks like Verlander is going to be done. Not his best night. So pitching change here, so bear with me. I'll catch up here on the chat. My bad. He was great in Oakland, but ERA over 4. Yeah, no, definitely not good. He was washed. I can confirm. How often do I do games? Well, I try to do as much as I can. Last few weeks, let's go ahead and look. Last 2 weeks, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Am I counting that right? Or am I just an idiot? I'm an idiot. No, I'm right. 5, 9, 13, 17. So this is my 18th game in the last 2 weeks. So I really do try. I've been picking it up a lot lately. This is my 52nd baseball game of the year. I started off kind of slow because I was a little more busier at the time. Now I pretty much don't work any evenings anymore, so I can guarantee at least once a day, unless I have to take care, my wife, or it's a family day or something like that. But for the most part, I am on worst case scenario now 6 times a week, and I don't think it'll dip under 6. So again, if you do like baseball, if you like football, I love football. This is a good channel for you. I'll be doing every Saturdays and Sundays. Saturday at least 2 games, Sunday at least 2 games, and of course during the week there'll be other football games. Of course, September I'm still going to be doing baseball games during the week. Not for the first week of college football. I'll be doing that Thursday. That Thursday of college football, I'll be dedicating that to college football. But after that, it'll resume to baseball. And then October hits, and then it'll pretty much be almost every football game. Of course, I'll be doing a little bit of MLB playoffs, especially if subscribers' teams make it, then I will be doing it. Today, I'm making an MLB standings board to my home screen background. Okay, that's pretty neat. Zito was very good with the A's, but I do not remember if he had an injury downside with the talent. Some of those years, he was in the 5s. Yeah, no, not good. Barry Zito as a Giant, it was pretty disgusting. It was pretty disgusting. All right, we got a new pitcher. Here's the first pitch. That's going to be low for ball 1. For the Giants, they showed the graphic, then immediately took it away, so that was definitely an error. This is Bivens. Bivens is in as he delivers. That's going to be in there, called strike. Bivens with a 2-2 record, 3.31 ERA, whip of a 1.19. I appreciate that. Again, hopefully I do good enough to where you subscribe. Again, it's free. I promise you won't have to pay a dime. Every subscriber helps, as that's going to be outside ball 2. And I really am thankful for these guys in the chat. These guys have been here almost 90% of the time. It's really cool. Sean, Trisk, RFK, Nick, Luis is usually in here. But again, I can't expect every night. I'm grateful for what I have, as that's going to be in there, called strike. But yeah, I remember, it wasn't too long ago, before baseball season, I was in the 30s. I had just done basketball, and again, just a few months later, I'm at 219. It's really cool. Here's the 2-2. That's going to be upstairs, ball 3. Throws to second. Not in time, so Santana gets the stolen base. Tomorrow I am off, so I can confirm. Also, the Dr. Lay makes. I know, making my own thumbnails. Of course, shout out the wife. The wife making the thumbnails now. Here's the 3-2. In there, strike 3 called, and he didn't like it. And Thomas is going to share his frustrations as we head to the bottom of the 5th. Your score: Indians 4, Giants nothing. But yeah, I feel like that was a much needed change, because just taking the stuff off the internet was not. It isn't official. It's basic. I'm now unique. I'm like the big guys now, except I'm not big. Big physically, not on here. But again, if you like what you see, folks, hit that subscribe button. Definitely. Yeah. What are those pictures? What are those pictures? What do you mean pictures? I'm unsure what you mean by that. But again, if you do like what you see, folks, hit that subscribe button. If you're talking about that, then yeah, it's just ads. I'm sorry. But yeah, no, again, I'll be doing football and all that in the near future whenever it's football season. Already Hall of Fame games up to go. Same with college football week 0. And I probably will cave and do the first Thursday night game. I really don't want to do Cowboys-Eagles, but I probably will. I'm going to get slaughtered in the ratings, but I'll do it. Oh, those pictures right there? Yeah. The pink. The pink? What is the pink? If you're talking about those little things in the comments, yeah. RFK might have some issues, but it's okay. But yeah, no, again, if you like what you see, folks, hit that subscribe button. Tomorrow, I am off, and I will be able to do 2 games. I will probably be doing, I know one of these is going to be Paul Skeens. I really don't know which one, so I will be doing the Pirates game. And then the other game, I'm really uncertain on. It really depends how this one does. Of course, if it's the Pirates are doing if Paul Skeens is playing that 5:41, I can't do this one. If Paul Skeens is the 1 o'clock, I could, in theory, end that one. And as soon as I might be a little bit late, as that's going to be outside ball 1 here to Fitzgerald. I could come back and do Cleveland. I really want to do San Diego Dodgers, as that's going to be hit foul. But, I mean, I don't know. If you guys make it worth my while, if I'm able to get some subscribers tonight, tell you what, if I'm able to get a few subscribers tonight, a good bit, I'll do 3. I'll do Pittsburgh, Detroit, assuming Paul does the 12 o'clock game. And then I'll come back immediately after, do Cleveland, San Fran, and then I'll come back later that night, and I'll do San Diego and Los Angeles. I promise. I will make sure that happens. So 1 and 2 count here. As Fitzgerald is 0 for 2 on the night, batting .240, OPS of .632. Here's the pitch. That's a swing and a miss. He struck him out. And Allen has been fantastic tonight for Cleveland. As that's going to bring up Yastrzemski. He's 1 for 1 tonight, batting .260, OPS of .753. Let me back up here. You were at the game when Bonds was hit the... Oh, that's really cool, Sean. That's neat. I was never at a record-breaking game. 1-0 count here to Yastrzemski. I stream a lot of NASCAR, do I? I don't think so. That's going to be upstairs ball 2. You will be here for Thursday Night Football with a 4-leg. Yeah, I bet you will, Nick. That's going to be outside ball 3. You will subscribe, Bing. Thank you, Bing. I appreciate it, man. NASCAR is rubbish. I completely agree. 3-0 count. Here's the pitch. That's going to be in there, called strike. If you do Thursday Night Football Week 2, I won't be able to come because of my father's birthday. Oh, yeah, you're good, man. I mean, honestly, it's going to be tough for you, and I appreciate you stopping by as this one is popped up. Looks like Manzardo had to make a last-minute or last-second lunge there as it was getting away from him, but he does make the catch. I figured you'll probably be more with Jaguar. I understand Jaguar's the more, established guy. So, yeah, my feelings aren't going to get hurt. Like, if you're with him or you got other things to do. Of course, like I've said, I'm here. You pop in or not, that I still got to do my thing. I understand. If you guys have a life, that's fantastic. I'm happy for you. I'm not saying you don't have a life right now. It's late at night or, you're just doing whatever you got to do, working. But, hopefully you know what I mean. As here's the 0-1. That's going to be outside ball 1. But we're all just sports fans hanging out. That's pretty much how I see it. If you can make it, great. If you can't, I totally understand. I can't watch my favorite streamers as that's going to be down low. Ball 2. Did check his swing and did not go. My friends in real life are actually getting mad at me, low-key, though. They do not like the fact that I'm doing this more. You don't know what it might mean? Yeah. Honestly, I should retract that statement. We're just going to move on. 2-2 count here. Here's the pitch. That's going to be hit to center, and that's going to drop for a base hit. So Bailey is on, as that's going to bring up Ramos. He's 0 for 2, batting .282, OPS of .819. Do the Jets have a Thursday night game this year or a Monday? Well, hey, I can check that for you. You donated $92,000 to FanDuel. So that was the charity you were talking about? what a great charity that is. Like, why can't I? Oh, it's right there. That's going to be inside ball 1. I don't know why in the world I was doing that. 1-0 count. Here's the pitch. That's going to be low for ball 2. Let's see here. They do have at least one. That's going to be against the Dolphins. They have a Thursday night game. Oh, yeah, September 29th. November 13th, they have a Thursday night game, as that's going to be hit foul. And I think that's it. So that's 2. That's not too bad. Everything else is 12 o'clock pretty much. 2-1 count. Here's the pitch. That's going to be in there, called strike. Oh, yeah, I got you. St. Jude's, yeah, because I remember you talking about donating, and then you literally said you donated $92K. I'm like, okay. Here's the 2-2. That's going to be hit to left field, and that one is gone. A 2-run shot by Ramos puts the Giants on the board as they cut into this lead, as it's now 4-2. How many homers? That's his 12th home run of the season. Again, it's not over yet here. I understand the Giants aren't the greatest offensive team, but again, anything can happen. And of course, the Giants really, I understand Giants fans are very down and out about the team, but you know, it's not bad. They actually have scored more runs this year than the Padres. So they're not terrible. Terrible would be Pittsburgh. That would be terrible. The Rockies actually have more runs than Pittsburgh. That's actually sad, as that's going to be popped up. This was Adames, as that is caught by Schneemann for out number 3. The Giants do some damage here as we head to the top of the 6th. Your score 4-2 Cleveland leads. Let's see here. Tennis. Yeah, I'll try to play more tennis. I know, Trisk. I know. I'm a big guy. I got it. AMA tune in, really busy. No, I totally understand. Played doubles in the tech. Yeah, okay. You don't need to tell everyone this. Thank you for stopping by, Joshi. Boy a San Francisco. I see. Boy a San. Yeah, San Francisco. Yo no hablo mucho en español. Trisk does. I'm terrible. But I can't speak. Yo no hablo. Discúlpame. But yeah. San Francisco is down 2-4. But they just scored 2 runs. Again, if you like what you see, folks, hit that subscribe button. Definitely helps the channel out a lot. I am off tomorrow, and if I am, I'll throw this out there, and I'll make it happen. If I do see some subscribers tonight, I'll make it 3 games tomorrow, as I'll go ahead and do. I'm assuming the Paul Skeens game is going to be the 12 o'clock game. So if that's the case, I can go ahead and do Cleveland San Fran. If Paul Skeens, this is what I'll do. If Paul Skeens is the 440 game, I'll just go ahead, and again, this is only if I get a good amount here. I'll go ahead and do Cleveland San Fran anyway, and I'll just forego the Pittsburgh games, and then I'll just come back and do San Diego and Los Angeles. That's what I'll do. So that is my offer. If you guys can, I don't know. Well, I mean, I'm not going to say a number. If I'm satisfied, I'll go ahead and, because obviously, if you look at the numbers here, not that fantastic, to be honest with you. But it is what it is. It is what it is. It's just one of those nights. It is what it is. It's a Wednesday. Bivens is still going to be in the game here as he faces Schneemann. That's going to be low for ball 1. Let's see. Your church had an event. That's all. Yeah. No, just you go to church for church. To worship and all that. That's going to be fouled back. 1-1 count. Dr. Lay was also a superstar. Okay. Let's go ahead and, let's go ahead and keep that down here. 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. That's going to be inside, ball 2. Vamos los... Is it Giantes? I actually don't know. They said they may throw Skeens against Skubal. Okay, that'd be fun. That's going to be hit to second. Throws to first for out number 1. So Schneeman, that's kind of just an interesting name. He's out. And that's going to bring up Nolan Jones, 1 for 2. Of course, Schneeman did hit the home run, so, I mean, he has a way cooler name than me. I'll acknowledge that. 1 for 2, batting .226, OPS of 647. Of course, that would be kind of a low-scoring game when I think about it. But it's still neat, though. When you see elite pitchers doing it, as that's going to be hit to left, shallow left, Ramos is going to make the catch for out number 2. So 2 away here for the Indians, and that's going to bring up Arias. He's 0 for 2, batting .237, OPS of 672. Yo, what's up, Luis? How's it going? Hopefully everything's going well with you. Thank you, of course, for stopping by. We were just talking about you earlier. Saying, like, how, I have a good group. You guys are consistently here like 90% of the time. It's really cool. Again, I'm thankful for you guys. As here's the pitch. That's going to be in there, called strike. Dr. Lane. No, I said this is actually the first lie. I was not a good golfer. I was pretty terrible. Here's the 0-1. That's going to be hit foul. I actually never broke 100 in high school. I actually broke 100 after high school. I shot a 92, and I haven't golfed in a few years, so I would probably hit like 120 now. Here's the 0-2. That's going to be outside, ball 1. Why is there a picture of Wrench? He's a moderator. Means he's able to look out for me. Here's the 1-2. That's going to be tapped to the pitcher. Bivens throws to first for out number 3. So we head to the bottom of the 6th. Your score, Cleveland 4, San Francisco 2. Again, if you like what you see, folks, hit that subscribe button. Definitely helps the channel out a lot. If you're a baseball fan, this is a good channel for you, as I've been doing games since opening day. And, of course, if you're a football fan as well, or, whatever, sports fan in general, except NASCAR, I will not be doing any NASCAR. I think that just needs to be said randomly. I know it's random, but I will not be doing any NASCAR. But sports in general, hey, good channel for you. Specifically NFL, MLB, NCAA, college, football and basketball. This will be a good channel for you. Again, you guys will be voting on, and there I go with the again. I'll be doing college football. I pick one game, you pick the other. So first game, Iowa State, Kansas State. Thumbnail's already made for you. Look at that right there. And then you guys will vote on the second window, Fresno State, Kansas, Sam Houston, Western Kentucky, Stanford, Hawaii. You guys make the call. Same with NFL. I don't know why I backed out there. I thought I was on the NFL page. I'll be doing every Steelers game, but that doesn't mean that's the only game I'm doing. You guys make the call on the second window, the afternoon window, which should appeal to a lot of San Francisco fans here because you guys are usually in that second window. Tennessee, Denver for week 1, San Francisco, Seattle, Detroit, Green Bay, Houston, Los Angeles. A lot of good games. You guys make the call on that one. So, again, if you like the channel, if you like sports, definitely hit the subscribe button. And that's my pitch, and I'll probably make it again a little bit later. Good RFK, may the Lord. Yeah, there we go. Does Luis announce too? He does not. Luis, I do not know Luis. I'm a transmitter. I don't even. Carreras del Stockcar. No. All right, anyway, here is Devers. So Devers is 0 for 1 with the walk. Batting .273, 15 home runs, 59 RBIs on the year. Here's the pitch. That's going to be popped up, and Devers slams his bat down in frustration as that is caught for out number 1. That's going to bring up Wilmer Flores. He's 0 for 1 with the walk, batting .254, OPS of 730. And looks like we're going to have a mound visit. which is interesting. If they take him out randomly, that is wild. He is at 95 pitches. I guess that's, again, I feel like he's pitched well. I understand he had a rough inning last inning, but it is what it is. So Allen's going to exit. We got a pitching change here. They're going to step away. I guess I'll be right here. How many more games will Skeens pitch for the Fire? Okay, look, I don't think he's getting traded this year, okay? What does the moderator do? It just kind of just making sure everything's okay, you know? That's pretty much it, you know? It's I don't know, it's really hard to explain, but he just kind of watches for, you know, bad things in the chat. Let's just say that. But yeah, no, again, pitching change here. If you like what you see, folks, hit that subscribe button. Check on the poll here. 70% think the Giants are going to win. 30% the Indians think they're going to win. Flores will be due up here. Let's look at the new pitcher. There's still a commercial break, but I can provide you some information on Matt Festa. He is 1-0 on the year, 3.50 ERA, a whip of a 1. So, yep, that is what's happening. Again, I do apologize. There's nothing going on right now. I got nothing. Wilbur. I think it's Wilmer. But yeah, no, I don't know what I'm doing right now, but sorry. I don't know why I even said that. I'm thirsty. That's what I'm doing. I'm awkward sometimes. All right, we're returning to action here. This is where I need a color guy, man. I need a color guy. Need a guy to come in here and chat away. And here's Festa. Solid ERA, again, 3.5, as he's going to face Flores. He's 0 for 1 with a walk. RFK is all in on the Spanish right now. I just can't even right now. I'm not even going to try. Here's the pitch. That's going to be in there, called strike. Like my mom, she can talk Spanish to me all day long, and I understand it. Anyone else speaks it to me, I struggle. You ask me to read it, yeah, it's useless. Here's the 0-1. That's going to be, it hit him inside. Flores slams his helmet down. He is not happy. As looks like he's walking slowly to first. He is clearly upset. That may have hit him in the hands. I'm not too sure. As I'm not, yeah. Again, I don't know what happened there, but he definitely. I'm not sure where he got hit. Let's see here. Here's the pitch. It was high and in, and yeah. It looks like it hit him in the hand. Oh, that's always not fun. Oh, it may not have hit him in the hand. Looks like it may have hit him in the armpit. Like just the way he swung. I think it hit him in the hand and the armpit. Oh my gosh, that's the worst. So he's on at first, 1 out here in the bottom of the 6th. That's going to bring up Schmidt. He's 0 for 2, batting .224, OPS of 704. What in the world is going on here? Someone say mod. Yeah, LOL. You're requesting a 10-second timeout. Okay, well, that's kind of weird. All right, here is the pitch to Schmidt, and that's going to be a tapper to the pitcher. Tosses to first. That was kind of more dramatic than it needed to be, as that's out number 2. Flores is on second. What in the world is going on? We have people requesting to be banned, as that's going to be bring up Jung-Ho Lee. He's 0 for 2, batting .263, OPS of 753. The chat has taken an unfortunate turn. I'm confused on what's going on as well, Bing. Here's the pitch. That's going to be outside ball 1. Yeah, I have no idea what's happening. 1-0 count. Here's the pitch. That's going to be a ground ball foul. So 1-1 count. Yeah, I have no idea what's going on. RFK is gone. I don't know if that means he's actually gone or he just can't chat. I don't know. 1-1 count. Runner on second. Here's the pitch. That's going to be hit foul. NASCAR fans need to be rubber band. Okay. One and two. Here's the pitch. That's going to be hit to short. Throws to first for out number 3. So we head to the top of the second. Cleveland up 4-2 over San Francisco. You prefer a more sophisticated group. Ideally, yeah, no, me too. I'm not going to lie. But, you know, I don't know. I can't really control what happens. For the most part, I mean, I'm very, very lucky. You know, I mean, the people you see, which I met RFK through JG9, you know, but Sean's been here since like the beginning here. Trisk, obviously, Trisk has actually been here since day one. Same with Saria Cat. Saria, really cool. But yeah, no, Luis, been here since the beginning. Nick, I actually met Nick prior to both Luis and, so yeah, Nick was very early on. Pretty chill group for the most part, I would say. But late night games get a little weird. They actually do. I'm not going to lie. Most of the time, if I'm doing streams during the day, pretty chill. It's strictly about baseball for the most part. At night, I don't know. That's when the trolls come out, I guess. So I'll have to keep that in mind for future. We'll see what happens. This is acceptable. You are a very good announcer. You manage the group very well. I try. I feel bad. If you might have remembered, whenever I initially saw you, I initially questioned you because again, I've had some trouble in the past. So, you know, I do apologize. You seem like you're not trouble. Again, if you like what you see, folks, if you're just a baseball fan, football fan, I definitely encourage you to subscribe. It definitely helps the channel out a lot. This is my 6th game doing Giants, 3rd game doing the Indians. And so I'm no stranger to these teams. I do try to bounce around whenever I can. I do have some Cleveland subscribers. I have a lot more San Francisco subscribers, and that's pretty much how it works. The more subscribers I have per team, I will work you in more often. That's how it works. So, yeah, Pittsburgh is obviously more popular, but after that it gets to Arizona, which I haven't done Arizona in a few weeks, so they're going to be coming up soon. You'll probably see them within a week. As we have a new pitcher on the mound for the Giants as he faces Naylor. That's going to be in there called strike. I could not tell you how to pronounce it. Lucchesi or Lucchesi, 0-1, ERA of 27. Whip of a 4.5, but he hasn't pitched much, as that's going to be hit left and foul. So very quickly, 0-2. All right, let's see what we got here. Yeah, I know you're not a troll. I'm not talking about you, Trisk, when I'm talking about trolls. 0-2 count. Lucchesi delivers. That's going to be hit foul. So once again, 0-2. I don't mean any harm. Yeah, no, again, thank you very much. I do appreciate it. But yeah, no, I've had some rough interactions the last, I would say, few weeks. I guess it's one of the negatives of growing a little bit too fast. As here's the 0-2. That's going to be hit foul. It is what it is, you know. It comes with the territory. I'm sure there are other people that have it worse. 0-2 count to Naylor. Lucchesi. Again, he's a lefty. I don't know if I made that clear. Here's the pitch. That's going to be hit to left. Ramos on the run. But actually, it's going to be Schmitz who makes the catch in foul territory for out number 1. So one away here for the Indians, and that's going to bring up Stephen Kwan. He's 0 for 3, batting .294, OPS of .774. Let's see here. I don't mean any harm. Wait, no, pardon me. Hopefully, RFK, you will wait a while. Yeah, we go sideways after 11 p.m. Eastern. Trisky. Yeah. Here's the pitch. That's going to be upstairs, ball 1. You know, and I'm trying to. So RFK, it's a tough one here because he mentioned, and I'm not saying anything bad, but here's the 1-0. That's going to be in there called strike. He mentioned that the other guy, the guy that's been causing problems, did create an account that mimics RFK as well. So, and honestly, here's the 1-1. That's going to be outside, ball 2. RFK's been acting a little bit sus lately. Just saying, RFK, when we subscribe to each other on Twitter, or don't follow each other on Twitter now, so better watch yourself, bud. 2-1 count. I trust you. Here is the pitch to Kwan, as that's going to be a ground ball to first. Tosses to Lucchesi for out number 2. Again, thank you, Nick, for that. I'm going to definitely be looking back there. Lucchesi. Yeah, Lucchesi. That makes more sense. All right, that's going to bring up Manzardo. He's 2 for 3, batting .213, OPS of 729. Ghost of RFK? Yeah, well, you can change your name. This is the real RFK. All right. I will believe you. All right, Lucchesi delivers. That's going to be outside for strike 1. A little favorable call there. As again, it's 4-2 here in the top of the second. Cleveland, we're up 4-0. San Francisco scoring 2 in the bottom of the 5th, and that's pretty much where we are, as that's going to be a check swing, but it doesn't matter. That's in there for a called strike. Yeah, no, I appreciate you, Nick. I don't know why I said Lucchesi. When I read it again in my mind, I'm like, that didn't seem right. Lucchesi. Is Manzardo related to Manzier? I don't know. I'll have to look at it, I guess. Here's the 0-2. That's going to be hit foul. I feel like this is going to be one that drops it closer to the 5% here, Sean. 0-2 count. Lucchesi delivers. That's going to be a ground ball to first, and he's going to beat Manzardo to the bag for out number 3. So we head to the bottom of the 7th inning. Your score, Indians 4, Giants 2. And I'm going to go ahead and I saw I am the troll, but I'm just going to ignore that one, RFK. If you like what you see, folks, hit that subscribe button. Definitely helps out the channel out a lot. Let's see here. What was I looking at? Oh, yeah, Manzardo and Manzier. I have no idea who even Manzier is. But, yeah, no, if you like what you see, folks, hit that subscribe button. Oh, he's a Seinfeld character. I like Seinfeld, but I don't think I remember this. I didn't really watch. I've watched like Seinfeld here and there. I haven't watched every episode and everything like that. But San Francisco 100, yeah, no, all the RFK comments. Well, so RFK has been very sus. Luis appears to have made the decision, and if RFK is real, he will be. I didn't make that Ghost of RFK account. Oh, it is. So Luis, good stuff, Luis. You got him. Luis, you got him. You were correct. RFK actually just messaged me and said that wasn't him. That's crazy. Good stuff. Good stuff, Luis. Good catch. Anyway, again, if you like what you see, folks, hit that subscribe button. Again, I'm doing baseball and football, so if you're a fan of either or both, might as well hit that subscribe button. Definitely helps the channel out a lot. All right, here's the pitch to Fitzgerald. And Fitzgerald pops it up to left. And Quan makes the catch for route number. Sorry, just taking care of these little things here as I'm just cleaning up shop here. That's going to bring up Yastrzemski. He's 1 for 2 on the night, batting .259, OPS of 749. Of course, as soon as I'm about to get ready to call some more action, they have a mound visit. Wait, how did Trisk get timed out? I don't understand that. But we have a mound visit, so bear with me. Yet again, I know probably a lot of craziness. But yeah, no, RFK. No, RFK, so that the bad one, Ghost of RFK, that one was not RFK. The other RFK, he's genuine. That guy he's genuine. He just messaged me and let me know about it. Yeah, I don't know about a few of them. Which name do I prefer? I don't know. I don't really know either one, to be honest with you. Like, as far as, are you talking about the Mansardo, Manzier? Manzier is kind of a cooler name. No, RFK. Yeah, okay. It just said, yeah, I got you. Again, folks, if you like what you see, hit that subscribe button as I turn on that announcer voice. Really does help out the channel. Again, I've been doing this since opening day, so hopefully that is good enough for you guys, and I plan on going through all the way to the regular season. Even as football season is underway, I'll still be doing baseball because I know who the subscribers are. That you guys, again, it's been mostly baseball that have pretty much given me all the subscribers. I do appreciate you guys. And, of course, once football is underway, I'll be all in the football. Of course, I'll be doing some of the playoffs as well. I mean, Giants could very well be in there. I expect them to be. I understand Giants fans are probably the most critical of Giants, and that's fair. I'm a Steelers fan. I am the most critical of my Steelers, so I understand what you're saying. Of course, I'll be doing some other playoff games as well. Cleveland makes it in. I'll do a few of those as well. Really just depends on what you guys got to let me know, you know. So you asked to be timed out. Yeah. Does anyone hear the ocean in the background? There's no ocean. If you do hear an ocean, well, I guess I'm not going to be lasting here much longer. Might be a tsunami, as that's going to be outside ball 1 to Yastrzemski. That's probably the air condition. Here's the pitch. That's going to be in there, a called strike. Again, we do have a pitcher. That's on me for not mentioning that, or at least going over his stats. It's going to be Cade Smith. Cade Smith with a 2-2 record, 2.25 ERA, whip of 1.06, as that's going to be fouled back. Yoshi Fernandez liking it. Yeah, no. Again, Giants have a chance. It's not over until it's over. 1-2 count to Yastrzemski. 5 home runs and 24 RBIs on the year. I don't remember if I said the batting average or not. So here you go. 259, OPS of 749. As here's the pitch. That's going to be upstairs. Ball 2. 2-2 count to Yastrzemski. Here's the 2-2. That's going to be outside ball 3. You're rooting for the Indians tonight, I see. Gracias, de nada. I know the basic stuff. Sean's kind of disappointed. Here's the 3-2. That's going to be fouled back to the catcher. Catcher's got to walk this one off as that one hit his inner thighs there. Bounced around there. Naylor not feeling too great. I want the Giants to lose so Padres can catch up. Oh, man. Luis's cut throat. So Sean might not root for the Padres anymore. 3-2 count here. Smith sets and delivers. That's going to be upstairs, ball 4. So Yastrzemski draws the walk, as that's going to bring up Bailey, who's 2 for 2 tonight, despite the 195 batting average. OPS of 534. So the tying run does, in theory, come to the plate, though he only has 1 home run on the season. 16 RBIs, though. Is there two? Yeah, there was two. The other one, the ghost of RFK, he was the bad guy. He's the one I was actually referring to earlier. Bad guy. Bad guy. No bueno. Sorry, my man. Padres are 3 games behind. Yeah, that's tough. Smith. Oh, we got a balk. Smith balks. That's actually the second game that I've called in a row. Last night, the Dodgers balked. And I don't think I've seen a balk all year. So back-to-back games with a balk, as that's going to put Yastrzemski to second. The Padres will never catch up. They may. Okay. Here's the pitch. That's going to be upstairs, ball 1. Let's go both root against LAD, please. Boss. There's this guy. 1-0 count. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Cheering for the Indians because Cards are also in the wild card race. Yeah, no, I think the Cards can make some damage. They are not a bad team at all. 1-1 count. I haven't done a St. Louis one in a while. That's going to be a bunt down the third base line, but that one is going to be fouled. So the count moves to 1-2, and Yastrzemski is going to have to retreat to second. Padres are still playing the Dodgers. Let's see what the score is there. I haven't done a scoring update. That's on me. Let's see here. Dodgers up 3-1 over the Padres. Balk, balk, balk. Sounds like Padres. Check this guy. A person who likes to mess with streamers. A troll, like a midget? No, no. Kind of like a prankster, but not a good prankster, like a jerk. I don't know. A prankster that's a jerk, pretty much. Here's the 1-2, and that's going to be hit foul. You haven't watched the Cardinals game in a few months? Yeah, I don't know. I need to get them back. St. Louis, what are they? They are, whenever I call a game, St. Louis is 4-1. That's another team that does well when I call games. 1-2 count here to Bailey. Smith looking back at Yastrzemski. Looks back again, and that's going to be outside ball 2. H2. I'm not sure what that meant, to be honest with you. 2-2 count. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. And that's going to bring up Ramos, who's 1 for 3. 2 RBIs on the night. He has both of them. Batting .285. OPS of .834. Of course, that was because of the home run. I don't know why I forgot about that just now. He hit the 2-run shot in the 5th. Opportunity to do something possibly again as Smith delivers. That's a swing and a miss, strike 1. When I was young, we would perform crank calls. Well, that's a little bit different. It's kind of like a troll, but, it's a little bit different than that. Here's the 0-1, and that's going to be in there, or swing and a miss, strike 2. I think of, for some reason, whenever I think of phone calls, I think of Bart and Lisa Simpson calling Moe, Sizzlack in The Simpsons. So dumb. Here's the 0-2, and that's going to be hit foul. I feel like that's a little more innocent, obviously, but back when The Simpsons were a good show. Don't watch them anymore, of course. It's disgusting now. 0-2 count to Ramos. 2 outs, runner on second. Here's the pitch. Checked his swing. Did not go. That one was upstairs for ball 1. One and 2 count. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Ramos goes down swinging. So we head to the top of the 8th. And your score, Indians 4, Giants 2. As the voting has pretty much went to the middle. Pardon me. Obviously, the score probably has a lot to do with it. But now 43% think the Indians are going to win. It was 0% for a while there. Then it went up to 20. Of course, now at 43%. If you are a fan of sports, a fan of baseball, definitely consider subscribing with me tonight if you haven't already done that. It definitely helps out the channel. So you can see I'm not the most popular guy in the world, but with your help, I could be somewhat popular. As, again, I'm just a backup guy. You know, I'm not going to replace your main streamer. I'm not going to replace the Tom Grossies, the Jaguar Gators. I'm just a guy that's like, hey, they're not streaming at the moment or not streaming the game you want to watch. I'm that guy that's got you covered. Same with football, of course. Much bigger football fan, I can't lie. So if you're a baseball fan, don't get discouraged. I'm still going to be here for you. But once football season's here, I'm going to be ready to go for football. Probably a lot more passion, of course, in the calls. But yeah, no, if you are a football fan, I'll be calling games at least 2 every Saturday. Of course, throughout the week as well, as there's college games as well. But you guys will be voting for that second window, the window I don't make the decision on. Fresno State, Kansas, Sam Houston, Western Kentucky, Stanford, Hawaii are the games for week 0. You guys will be making the call there. Same with the NFL. I do every Steelers game. But that second window, of course, you San Francisco 49ers fans, you guys play a lot in the second window. Tennessee, Denver, San Fran, Seattle, Detroit, Green Bay, Houston, Los Angeles. You guys will make the call. So if you want me to call that game, subscribe and vote for it whenever that poll probably will be first week of September. I'll put it probably Monday that week. I'll be ready to go. And I'll probably let that poll go all the way to Friday night or Saturday or something like that. But yeah, hopefully you like what you see and hit that subscribe button. As that's going to bring up Jose Ramirez. He's 1 for 3. We do have another pitching change here. I might need Nick's help again. This is Sean Hageli, maybe. I'm not too sure. As that's going to be in there called strike. Here's the 0-1. That's going to be inside for ball 1. Hageli's 1-0. ERA of 4.7. Whip of a 1.43. Here's the 1-1. Inside ball 2. That one almost hit him. Okay, you guys definitely have been typing here. My bad. More Sislak. That's it. Oh, Mo. But yeah, that's going to be hit foul. Mo, yeah, autocorrect. I don't think I've seen Flaming Mo. Well, then root for them. Come on. 2-2 count here. I think it's Hageli. We're going to go with that. 2-2. Here's the pitch to Ramirez. That's going to be inside ball 3. Again, if you're just tuning in and you're not able to look at the screen, it's 4-2. Got scoreboards to my right, as that's going to be in the dirt, ball 4. And it looks like Ramirez is going to advance to first on the walk. And, of course, down below. And a little ticker here in case you're just wondering what's going on in the other games. Baseball, basketball's tomorrow. I know the Florida Panthers won in hockey. And, of course, during football and college football season, we'll be having that scoreboard for NFL and all that stuff as well. So a little bit of a sports center here, except better. All right, here is Santana. Here's the pitch. That's going to be in there, called strike. He's 0 for 2 on the night with the walk, batting .246, OPS of 715. It's wonderful you read all comments even when unsophisticated. This guy. Well, here's the pitch. That's going to be grounded to second. Oh, that was caught, actually. Throws to first and gets him in time. Ramirez thinks he's safe, and he's standing there. I'm not too sure. This is tough. They may look at it. Oh, they're gonna look at it. It was just a line drive to second. Great play by Fitzgerald, throwing to first, and it was close. That replay angle was terrible, to be honest with you. Don't know why they would even show that one. Ooh, that is so close. I couldn't tell you. Hageli is not Asian. He is not. He is very much a Caucasian male. Who thinks Dr. Lay needs to start singing after the top of the second? Trisk, what in the world are you doing? No, we're not going to do that. We're not doing that, Trisk. That is close. The only question, did that right foot come up on the bag? I think the throw may have gotten him by like a millisecond just looking at it. But it is close. Your electric went out. Oh, that is unfortunate. You are back. Well, that's good. And right now we are in the middle of a challenge. Possible double play. Fitzgerald kind of booted one earlier. He has an error actually here, but possibly a great play by him to get the double play. But they are in review. Ramirez is adamant he got back in time. Replay says I think he's out by like a millisecond. The call on the field is confirmed. So the double play stands. A great play by Fitzgerald. And that's going to bring up Thomas, who's 1 for 3, batting 160, OPS of 432. So I'm all about voting on this channel, as that's going to be in there called strike. But as we found out last night, if I don't put the poll up, that vote doesn't matter, as that's going to be in there called strike, as there's no NASCAR. There's not going to be any singing. Tell you what, I get to... no, I'm not even going to promise that. Here's the 0-2. That's going to be chopped foul, because then I'll probably forget, and then I'll be called a liar. Yeah, no singing. We're not going to do all that. You'll just have to get wrecked there. You'll have to subscribe to someone else to listen to singing. Here's the 0-2. That's going to be low for ball 1. So 1-2 count here to Thomas. And Jelly delivers. That's going to be upstairs. Ball 2. Is Fitzgerald related to former Expos and Mets catcher Mike Fitzgerald? I can check out that for you. Here's the 2-2. That's going to be outside ball 3. Here's the 3-2. That's going to be hit foul. And that hit the umpire. The umpire is actually taking a beating tonight. I failed to mention that earlier, that some of these foul balls are actually going back and hitting him. And he's hanging in there pretty well. I am not seeing any relation, so I'm going to say no. Here's the 3-2. That's going to be inside ball 4. So he walks Thomas. And that's going to bring up Schneemann, who's 2 for 3. And, of course, he had that 3-run home run in the top of the 4th, and that's been the difference in this one. Batting .250, OPS of 780. Let's see here. Let me look back at what in the world just happened. I see you guys are talking. As that's going to be in there called strike. Or the doctor. I don't think he'd know how to mod anyway. Trisk would not know how to mod. 0-1 count here to Schneemann. As here's the pitch. That's a swing and miss strike 2. NASCAR is not part of baseball, I guess. 300 for NASCAR. 0-2 count here. The Jelly sets and fires. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. So we head to the bottom of the 8th as the Giants are running out of opportunities here. They are down 4-2 to the Indians. Due up for the Giants is going to be Adames, Devers, and Flores. So again, this is going to be, you would argue, their best shot of the night to do something. He can go against brass and sing in Spanish. They make some strange. Yeah, again, I'm just not going to. It's national anthem is a no-go, but other songs are. Actually, no songs are open game. There's actually no song that you're going to hear me sing on this channel. This is not a singing channel. I don't recall putting that in the bio. Let me tell you what. If it says that there's a singing in the bio, I'll go ahead and do it. Oh, there's not. Oh my gosh, that stinks. Dang it. It just says sports. Oh my goodness. That's so unfortunate for you guys. Anyway, for those of you that are just sports fans, if you like what you see, hit that subscribe button. Definitely helps out the channel a lot. If you're a baseball fan, that's great. Been doing it since the opening day. This is my 52nd game of the year. This is my, I can't remember, 6th game doing a Giants a stream, and then this is my 3rd game doing the Cleveland Indians stream. So I do try to bounce around. The more subscribers there are per team, the more likely you are to get featured. Pirates are the main one. A lot of Pirates fans, they're probably upset with me. I don't really do them as much as as I probably should, but I don't want to see them lose personally. And then, of course, Diamondbacks are the 2nd. Then, of course, I have a lot of Padres fans. And, I've been pretty much bouncing around whenever I can. Just let me know if you're a fan of either one of these teams. Just let me know. Build that, of course, rapport, and I'll try to work you guys in. Of course, if you're a football fan, definitely subscribe, as I'll be doing football later down the road this year. Of course, when football starts, I'll be there. You'll see me when you're searching up those games. I'll just be randomly there. Hopefully you like that and hit that subscribe button, as Adames is going to be up. He's 0 for 3, batting .204, OPS of 625. We do have a pitching change, and I'll go over that very shortly, as here's the pitch. That's going to be in there, called strike. I cannot seem to find. Okay, there we go. Tim Herron is going to be your pitcher. He's a lefty, 4-2 record, 4.18 ERA, whip of a 1.52, as this one's going to be hit to right. And that one's going to drop in between 3 infielders. Infielders, players. There was the right fielder, the first baseman, and the second baseman all looking for it, and they couldn't find it. The right fielder was pretty upset with how that one went, and I don't blame him. So Adames singles on just a pop fly to right field. It's amazing. It drops, as that's going to bring up Devers, who's 0 for 2 with a walk. Herron delivers to Devers, and this one is hit to left. Settling under it is Kwan, and makes the catch for out number 1. So Devers goes down on 1 pitch. Let's see here. What have you guys been... Do these viewers often apply peer pressure? They do, actually, and I've not caved yet. Don't plan on it. That's going to bring up Flores, more so as of late. For the all these guys here are pretty chill, but the last week, apparently, I don't know what I did. Maybe I was just too nice all of a sudden, but now that's like, okay, let's go ahead and start picking on the doc here. As here's the first pitch, that's going to be in there, called strike. I think I need to go ahead and lay it. I just got to be a little bit more mean now. 0-1 count to Flores. As here's the pitch, that's going to be hit to center. Shallow center, and that's going to be caught for out number 2. St. has 9 home runs off. Verlander in his lifetime couldn't put one tonight. Devers, yes. They will do it tomorrow when I don't have them. That's usually how it goes. 4-4. No, not yet. Can you stream NCAA women's shooting? No, I cannot. I cannot do that. I didn't even know that was a thing. It's going to bring up Casey Schmidt. He's 0 for 3, batting .221, OPS of 695. That's going to be in there for a called strike. Schmidt held up, but I don't know if it really mattered. Rooting for the Giants for you as long as the Padres win and Dodgers lose. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. And that's going to be popped up. I think that's going to stay in play, as, yes, Manzardo makes the catch for out number 3. So we head to the top of the 9th inning. Your score, Indians 4, Giants 2. Again, if you like what you see, folks, hit that subscribe button. Definitely, if you're a sports fan, I mean, it's pretty much a sports channel. It'd be pretty crazy to recommend anything else on this channel. But yeah, if you like baseball, if you like football, definitely hit that subscribe button. If you like college basketball, then yeah, also I'm going to be doing that next year. That was pretty fun to do. But yeah, I mean, tomorrow I plan on doing some baseball games. Really just depends on how tonight's game goes. Possibly up to 3, guaranteed at least 2. It really just depends again on how, when I look back at the numbers and everything like that, how it went. But, if you're a football fan, it's great news for you. You can vote on games that I call. I pick one, you pick the other time slot. For college, there's like a bunch of time slots. We'll work out something for that. But I'll pick one guaranteed. You'll pick one guaranteed. And, of course, I'll probably keep on going. If the voice will allow it, I can call up to 4 games on Saturdays from big noon kickoff all the way to Pac-12 at night. And I'll be watching it probably, so I might as well call it. Same with NFL. I'm a Steelers fan. You probably were able to pick that out. I know, very hard detective skills there, but Steelers games will be what I do in NFL. But you guys will be able to vote for that second window. And again, I can't really appeal to the Browns fans here. If there's any Browns fans, I understand for many reasons why you wouldn't want to. But I will be doing Steelers-Browns. But that second window, again, that is free pickings. You guys will vote on that. Tennessee, Denver, Week 1, San Francisco, Seattle, Detroit, Green Bay, Houston, Los Angeles. That is going to be voted by you guys. So whatever game wins, whatever poll that, again, I'll probably put that poll up September 1st or something. Whatever game wins that poll, decided by you, that's what I'm going to call in the afternoon window. As we're working our way back here, looks like we have a new pitcher as he faces Nolan Jones, who's 1 for 3, batting .224, OPS of .643. Doval, he is 3-1 with a 1.69 ERA, whip of a 1.09. As apparently it just went to midnight on the East Coast. Here's the pitch. That's going to be just outside ball 1. Let's see here. Celia is like a late library book, this guy. What are your thoughts on golf? I don't mind golf. I like golf. I would never stream it. That's going to be inside ball 2. I don't know how I'd be able to just call a shot. But, yeah, no, I haven't watched golf in a while. But, it's good. 2-0 count. Here's the pitch. That's going to be hit foul. Not enough stick shifts. Golf this past Sunday was crazy. Doctor, your videos are starting to get like 600 views. Unfortunately, actually, I already have one that got 1,000 views, Trisk, believe it or not. It was college basketball. Tonight, I don't think I even crack 100, and that's kind of the thing. But again, if I get the subscribers, then I'll go ahead and do it. Here's the 2-1, and that's going to be hit foul. So I do have one game, and you can see that Texas Tech. This was a double overtime game. This was fantastic. I had like 50 people in the chat. Like, it was crazy. I think that's what solidified me doing college basketball next year, that one game. Here's the 2-2. Ground ball to second. Throws to first for out number 1. And that's going to bring up Arias. He's 0 for 3. Batting .236, OPS of .669. I might just be changing that NCAA thing just because of you, RFK. That's what's going to happen after the stream. We're going to make sure it says basketball and football. That's what we're going to do. So, no golf. No nothing. Here's the pitch, and that's going to be low for ball 1. Again, it just might be the Wednesday. I really need to look at, like, the days that I stream, what time, like, what's happening. Like what are the views? I haven't really looked at that, to be honest with you. I kind of just look at the teams and kind of see, like, what's popular, what's not. Here's the 1-0. That's a swing and a miss, strike 1. Looking at the Padres-Dodgers, it is Dodgers 3-1 in the bottom of the 7th. Here's the 1-1, and that's going to be hit foul. So 1-2 count to Arias. But no, for 1,000 views for baseball, yeah, I don't think I think I may have gotten in the 700s. I'm not too sure. I'd have to look at it. 1-2 count to Arias. Here's the pitch. That's going to be inside ball 2. Bing, if you're still here, I asked earlier. I'm not too sure if I got to read it. Are you a Giants fan? Are you a Indians fan here? I feel like you're a Giants fan. I could be wrong. Maybe you're just a baseball fan in general. Here's the 2-2. Checked his swing. Did he go? He did. That's a strikeout. As that's going to bring up Naylor. He's 0 for 3. with 2 strikeouts, batting 182, 682 OPS. Is Arias related to former Marlins infielder Alex Arias? No. What does that even mean? Oh, you don't want him to be a Giants fan. Be too many Giants fans, huh? Here's the pitch. That's going to be in there, a called strike. This game went fast tonight. It's barely 9 p.m. About 2 hours, 20 minutes, yeah. Honestly, I've been used to the Pirates games. They go like 2 hours, barely 2 hours sometimes, as that's a swing and a miss strike too. Because, obviously there's no offense there. 710 is the most you've gotten on MLB and it's your third biggest. Okay, so I guess UFL may have gotten the second. That's cool. Thank you for that research there. Here's the 0-2. Just low, ball 1. Wait, I can't look up relations on this. I have to look on Google on my phone. Alex Arias. Alex the Lion. 1-2 count. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. So we head to the bottom of the 9th. Can Sean's Giants get 2 runs in the bottom of the 9th? I guess we'll find out right after this. Your score, Indians 4, Giants 2. Right here on Dr. Delay. Again, if you like what you see, folks, hit that subscribe button. This is probably the last time. Well, it's not the last time I get to promote it. Again, I do baseball. This is what I've been doing. This is my 52nd game of the year. Hopefully that's good enough for you guys. That's enough, like, hey, that's not too bad. That's not a bad pace. That's, 2 out of every 3 days, 3 out of every 4, whatever. But yeah, and also if you're a football fan, I can't stress this enough. I'll be doing football later down the road. So it's really just best of both worlds if you're a fan of both sports, football and baseball, with a little bit of college basketball in between. But, of course, that'll be after the Super Bowl when I do all that. But, yeah, hopefully I earned that subscription tonight. It's free. I don't think you'll regret it. I'm just another fine addition to your collection. Yes, that was a Star Wars reference. I'm not seeing any relation there, Sean, so no, that would be, again, I feel like you're back at 5% now. So, oh, you were for the Mets, okay. May I ask why I have no problem with that, of course, and I do have some Mets fans here that have subscribed. It has been a while since I've seen them, which is why I haven't done any Mets games in a while. They're 4-2 in a call. You're just searching baseball games to look at. But yeah, I had a nice Mets stretch there. If you can see that real quick. Mets. And then, yeah, it's been a while. I did Mets Dodgers a few weeks ago, but for the most part, I haven't really seen them. So that's why I've kind of moved off the Mets. But I can always work my way back. As the Indians are sending out their closer, Emmanuel Clase, to begin the bottom of the 9th. 3.82 ERA, 4-1 record. That's usually not good if you're a closer. 1.5 whip. So he's hittable, and he's walkable, I guess. Due up for the Giants is Lee. He's 0 for 3 tonight, batting .262, OPS of .750. So here is the pitch. That's going to be inside for ball 1 as we're underway here in the bottom of the 9th. Can Sean's Giants rally back? UFL 7-6. I don't know if I said that already, but okay, I needed to know that for sure. I guess wasn't too sure. Here's the 1-0, and that's going to be low for ball 2. Yeah, RFK, you're going to see a lot of hits and misses. Just, of course, learning what hashtags work, what hashtags don't work, and, of course, what teams are hot, what teams are not hot. Here's the 2-0 count. That's going to be in there, a called strike. Who's better, this Arias or Alex? I'm going to have to, give me, at the end of the stream, I'll go ahead and look at that. A closer with 3.82 ERA. Yeah, it's doable. Here's the 2-1. That's going to be chopped foul. Thanks for those pitching stats. Oh, you're very welcome. Very welcome. I don't know why I read out of order, by the way. I don't know if you guys, think I'm skipping you and then I work my way back up to you. I don't know why. Brain is weird, I guess. I don't know. 2-2 count. Again, that was actually Luis's idea. Here's the pitch. That's going to be hit foul. Luis's idea to, if a new player coming in. We'll go ahead and click on the stats. That way I show you guys real quick. Then for obviously the lineup, batting lineup, I go through it once, and then after that I read off it. Of course, a pinch hitter, I'll click on them. Here's the 2-2. That's going to be hit to second. Throws to first. That throw almost got away, but that is out number 1. So that's a costly out for the Giants, as that's going to bring up Fitzgerald, who's 0 for 3 tonight, batting 2. No, that's not Fitzgerald. We have a pinch hitter. There we go. This is that little thing in action here. Dominic Smith, batting .325, OPS of .858, 1 home run and 8 RBIs. Only has 40 at-bats for the Giants, but he's done well in those 40 at-bats. Hashtag Dr. Lay is a hashtag to sue. I'm not going to use that or sue that. As the first pitch, that's going to be hit to left, and Quan is settling under it and makes the catch for out number 2. So it looks like that may have put the nail there in the coffin, as that's going to bring up Mike Yastrzemski. He's 1 for 2 with a walk tonight, batting .259, OPS of .752. Pirates are playing the Mets next week. Maybe you can do that, possibly. Dyslexia, yeah, I might have it. I unfortunately may have it. I love NASCAR is another one. I don't think so. That's going to be in there, a called strike. Lee is in my doghouse. That's like 2 hits since April. That is not good. He must have been like batting .900 in April then, if that's the case. 0-1 count, Class A sets. And delivers. That's going to be hit to center, and that's going to get down for a base hit. So a little bit of life here for the Giants. I'll turn up the mic here so I can get more emotion on the call. And that's going to bring up Patrick Bailey. He's 2 for 3 on the night, batting .194, OPS of .532. As I'll once again say it for Bailey, I think I said it last time, the tying run at the plate potentially. Look up by stats by month. I'll do that. I'll go ahead and do that for Lee. I don't know if I can do that on here. Here's the pitch. That's going to be low for ball 1. Splits maybe. Ooh, I can. Look at that. I did not know this. This is fantastic. Let me know when you can see it. 1-0 count to Bailey. Here's the pitch. That's going to be low for strike 1. He got a call there. In April batting .324, May .231, June .208. Lee has been struggling last few months. Here's the 1-1. That's going to be low for ball 2. Class A a little bit wild here. None of the pitches in the strike zone. One of them according to the umpire. Since we can't have singing, can we listen? Now you can't have dancing. Pinch hit for Bailey. Yeah, he is batting under 200. That is unfortunate. But he has 2 of your hits tonight. 2 of the 6 hits for the Giants. Here's the 2-1. That's a swing and a miss. Strike 2 as the Giants are down to their final strike. And I don't know if I'll ever get the green light to call another Giants game if they lose this one. And I'll of course tell you why if you stick around. 2-2 count. Class A sets and delivers. Called strike 3 on the outside part of the plate. Bailey is standing there in disbelief, as that is the ball game. Unbelievable. I feel so bad for the Giants fans. Cleveland moves to 3-0 when I call a game. Giants fall to 1-5 when I call a game for the Giants. So without me, you guys are 40-28. I can't believe it. And then Cleveland, they're above 500 all because of me. You're welcome, Cleveland. I am very sorry. What is the secret for the Giants doing so good this year? Well, whenever I call a game, it does not work out. Should I call the Padres-Dodgers game? What are we looking at here? I don't think I'll get any new viewers for it, but I'll do it. Might as well, huh? Well, I know some of you guys may head out. I'll go ahead and I'll go over to the Dodgers game. Might as well. It's just 2 more innings. If you're willing to stay with me, fantastic. If not, I do thank you guys for hanging out. I appreciate it. I know Sean's probably going to head to bed. because it's probably late for him. Same with Trisk. I haven't seen him in a while. He's probably tired too. He's visiting in Pennsylvania. As we're working our way here to the Padres. Again, if you like what you saw tonight for the Giants game and Cleveland game, Indians game, hit that subscribe button. It really helps me out a lot. I really appreciate it. And, of course, really, if I do y'all tomorrow, it's really going to depend on how the final statistics were for tonight's game, as that is tomorrow. What am I doing? Am I blind? Am I blind? Hold on. Give me a sec here. I'm blind. I'm literally blind. Is it right in front of me and I'm just blind? Let me refresh this. I think that was the problem. Okay, we're doing the rest of the Padres-Dodgers game. If you want to stick around, that's fine. If not, I totally understand. You guys have a great night. I really do appreciate you guys. Trisk said he was going to bed. I'm sorry. I'll have to text him and let him know I'm sorry. Terrible son. But yeah, I'll stick around to do extra baseball here. So we're joining live, 2-1 count here. Here's Diaz at the plate. He's 1 for 2, batting .219, OPS of .620, 2-1 count. 1 out here in the top of the 8th. Here's the pitch. That's a swing and a miss, strike 2. But again, I do appreciate you guys for stopping by. I totally understand. Here's the 2-2. That's going to be fouled back. Two and 2 count. He delivers. That's going to be fouled back. What's the website for the scoreboards? Okay, yeah. It is, I couldn't tell you. www, well, it's not, I don't know if it has www. It doesn't have it for me. Sportscoresbot.com. They have quite a bit. They have soccer. They have a bunch of things. Here's the 2-2. That's a swing and a miss. He struck him out. So Diaz goes down on strikes, and that's going to bring up Bryce Johnson. He's batting .333, OPS of, we'll round that up, .667. Here's the pitch. That's going to be low for ball 1. By the way, pitching for the Dodgers, I don't even know who that is. Let me look. He is Robleski. He's pitched 3 innings here in this one, 5.09 ERA. Trisk, thought you were going to bed. How's it going? So the Giants lost. Here's the pitch. That's going to be a ground ball. That's going to be down the third base line. And that might be enough for 2, and it is, as he's going to jog into second with a 2-out double. And that's going to bring up Fernando Tatis Jr. Let me actually click on this real quick. That is not what I wanted to do. That is not what I wanted to do. That's not what I wanted to do. If I can change the hashtags here real quick, I might be able to. Give me a sec, guys. I'm sorry. You'll have to stick it out with this ugly face. I'm aware. I know it's disgusting. All right, so Tatis is going to be due up here. He's batting .275, 13 home runs, 31 RBIs. They have a mound visit. So I'm going to change the hashtags. Real quick. I won't change a bunch, just a few. Dodgers, Padres. And that's what we're changing. All right, changes are in effect. Here's the first pitch to Tatis, and that's going to be, you're going to look deep in your eyes. Well, I ain't looking at the screen, bud. That's wrong. That's right. All right, 1-0 count. Here's the pitch. That's going to be low for strike 1. Definitely gets a call there. Jeez. One and one count. Robleski sets and fires. Ground ball to second. And Tatis he's just walking. He did not care. He is thrown out for out number 3. As we head to the bottom of the 8th, the Dodgers are up 3-1 over the Padres. Obviously, I don't think there's going to be many people here. I have to add some more hashtags if I want any chance at this. But yeah, no, you guys are pretty much it. Just a few people left. Let me go back. We're going to go back to this. Can you change the title of your video? Yeah, I can. Again, I'm sorry. I know this is kind of lame and unfortunate. Doing what I can. I'm not going to change the thumbnail because I want to be able to show that, hey, you know, the fine, like I actually covered, you know, these two teams. Padres versus Dodgers. Let's see here. I can change the hashtags. I mean, I'm not going to show off the hashtags or anything like that. Dodgers game. Padres game. Honestly, there's not many. I don't know why I put those hashtags. They don't do me a favor at all. That's interesting. Delete that. A lot of stuff I need to delete here. Just need to add 2 more hashtags and then it'll be good. So I might have to take out some hashtags for the future because if you put too many hashtags, apparently it really hurts you. Like if you got to find the right balance of how many hashtags to put in. Something I learned through trial and error. I thought more was better. It is not better. You got to find like that happy balance. So, okay, we're working our way back. We're good. People won't tune if they know the Indians games. Yeah, no, I just put I changed the title completely. I'll probably go back and just change it back to like you know, Indians versus Giants. But now, for now, it's I don't know if it updated on. Let me actually check if it updated. Yeah, it just has Padres versus Dodgers. Okay, David Morgan's going to be in 2.53 ERA as he faces Mookie Betts. He's 0 for 3 on the night, batting .259, OPS of 742. Here's the pitch. That's going to be outside ball 1. Again, if you are tuning in, that thumbnail is not incorrect. I did call that game, but we're calling the end of this one. So hopefully you like what you see and hit that subscribe button. 1-0 count here. Here's the pitch. That's going to be inside ball 2. Guess what the score button has? LA cross score bugs. I have no idea what in the world's going on. What do you mean by that? 2-0 count. Oh, really? Cool. I guess it's working. 2-0 count. Morgan sets and fires. That's going to be low for ball 3. And again, that thumbnail is not clickbait. I actually called that game. I want to make that clear. But that game just ended. We're catching the end of this one. Hopefully you like it and you'll stick around. Morgan with the 3-0 as he sets and fires. That's going to be upstairs, ball 4. So Betts walks, and that's going to bring up Freddie Freeman. He's batting .333 OPS of 948. He's 1 for 3 on the night. 9 home runs and 41 RBIs. I don't know why I didn't click the stats for Betts. That's on me. Oh, lacrosse. Did they? Oh, yeah, he did add that. I don't know why he did. I'm never going to do that. I don't think I could call a lacrosse game. Morgan sets and fires. That's going to be in there for a called strike. I need to message him about college baseball and softball next year. That's going to be something I do if everything goes well. 0-1 count. Morgan sets and delivers. That's going to be hit to left and fouled. So very quickly, 0-2. Dodgers, of course, winning the first two games of the series, and we actually covered those two on this channel. Very good games, very energetic, very heated indeed. Morgan sets and fires. That's in the dirt, ball one. As Diaz did a good job there to stay in front of it. Please, Freddie, no dancing tonight. Well, hey, if he gets a double, I guarantee you he's going to do something at second. 1-2 count. Runner on first. Morgan sets. And sets again. And fires. Chopper to second. There's one. Throw to first, and not in time as Freeman is able to run it out. A good stretch by Arias, but the throw was, well, it was in the dirt, so unable to get him out there. That's going to bring up Teoscar Hernandez. He is 0 for 3, batting .260, OPS of 788. That's not it. 13 home runs, 50 RBIs. It's kind of interesting. 11:25. I feel like the last few nights we've been ending at like midnight for Central Time. Morgan sets and delivers. That's going to be fouled off the umpire. The umpires have been taking a beating tonight. So 0-1 count. As they gave a little bit of a break to the umpire. It's a nice gesture by Diaz. Doing what umpires have done for the catchers, walking halfway through, tossing the ball back to the pitcher. My voice actually did pretty good tonight. Didn't really need much water. Here's the 0-1. That's going to be chopped foul. Only had a half a bottle here. Just now finishing it. 0-2 count to Teoscar Hernandez. Runner on first, one out here in the bottom of the eighth. Dodgers up 3-1. That's 1 a.m. Okay, bud. I used to be an Eastern time zone guy. All right, let's go ahead and let's get that out of the way. So I understand all that stuff. 0-2 count. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. And that's going to bring up Max Muncy. He's 1 for 2 on the night with a walk. 244 average. OPS of 795. And he has hit 9 home runs on the year. And 38 RBIs. He actually has a triple. That's his hit of the night. That's very impressive. Again, runner on first. Morgan sets. You were 8. Yeah, but I've still been there. That's going to be outside, ball one. I've still been there and done that. 1-0 count. Morgan sets. And sets again. And fires. That's going to be outside, ball two. What is the best time zone to watch sports? I like West Coast because football starts at 10 and goes till 9:30 to 10. So I actually had this conversation with another friend. Well, he lives here, but he was like, he made the case for Central time zone. I agree. I think it's Central. I mean, of course, I feel like I guess it's every time zone you're going to say what it is. Here's the 2-0. That's going to be upstairs ball 3. But, like, for college football, it starts at 11. That's not too early. Like, I feel like, again, college football starts at 9 over there, and some of you guys might be asleep. You know, I don't want to try to pick on Californians because I understand those guys. Some of you guys have subscribed, but, you know, don't exactly have the hardest work ethic when it comes to California. That's going to be upstairs ball 4. So you guys probably sleeping into like 10 and 11, you know. So you're missing some of the first half of college football. And then for the NFL, you might miss some of the games as well, some of the first early games. But here it's perfect, you know. You if you want to go to church, you go to church. You get off. You only miss like maybe 10, 15 minutes. You stay. You watch it from 11 or 12 o'clock on Sundays. The latest game starts at for NFL it's 7, so it ends at 10:30, which isn't too late if you got to work the next morning. College football, that's where it kind of gets a little murky with the Pac-12 at night. Because then, yeah, you're probably staying up till like 1 or 2 if the game started late. That's the only issue. I think I want to say Central, personally. As a Central time zone guy, you say Hawaii time. There's no way Hawaii time, because you're missing. So that's what, 5? That's 6 hours. That's 6 hours, right? Yeah, no. So a game that starts at 1 starts at 7. No. Hawaii time is the worst. I would like to start 1 hour later so we get college football at 1. Really? Oh my gosh, RFK, no. RFK, no, that is not a good take. I respectfully disagree. Here is Pajes. He's 1 for 1. That's going to be in there, a called strike. He's only 1 for 1. I don't know what really happened. He had a sacrifice fly, but that still doesn't explain another at bat. Double sac fly. Oh, hit by pitch. So he was hit by pitch again. He's been hit, was that twice now in the series? Again, batting .295, OPS of .855. Runners on first and second. 15 home runs, 50 RBIs. Oh, 1. Here's the pitch. That's going to be a swing and a miss. Strike 2. Yeah, no, that would be horrible. I would never wake up at 7 o'clock in the morning to watch a football game. And I love football, but that ain't happening. Not every week. Here's the 0-2. That's going to be hit to right and fouled. I mean, I would do, again, it's what, 8:30 and 9 o'clock for like the NFL Europe stuff, like whenever they play in Europe, the international games. So again, once in a while, I'll do the 8:30 game, but not every week. Here's the 0-2. That's going to be hit foul. That one was a rocket. Luckily, there's a net there for some fans. That one, there was no net there like a few years ago. That one would have probably caused some damage. Which, me personally, I don't like the net, but, you know, these guys can kill the ball, so. 0-2 count. Morgan sets and fires. That's in the dirt. Did he go? He did not. Used to think people in the UK had it bad for NFL if they watched it, but all they miss is Sunday Night Football. Yeah, they can't watch the night games. They would get wrecked. Watch the KBO. What is KBO? KBO, is that the Korean? Is that the Korean baseball? 1-2 count. Morgan sets and fires. That's going to be chopped foul on Hawaii because the game starts at 4 p.m. Then nothing the rest on the night. But East Coast, you have games till midnight. Yeah. That's why I don't know. I think the Central Time Zone has it pretty good. You know, you have games at midnight for college. Of course, on Sundays, you don't really want to go too late, which is why I think, you know, the 7:30 start time for Sunday night games is that's going to be chopped foul. So it's 1 and 2. I think that's just an ideal time. I mean, you could make the argument that the Mountain Time Zone is really good. I could understand that argument. I could buy that. I could do 10 o'clock on Saturday mornings and stuff like that. 11 o'clock on Sundays. That wouldn't be bad. 1-2 count. Here's the pitch. Called strike 3 as Pajes is caught looking. So it looks like the Padres will have to score 2 runs to keep it going as we head to the top of the 9th. Your score 3-1. Robleski is going to be marching out there for the 9th inning. I don't know if I clicked on him. I feel like I did. Anyways, 1-2, 5 ERA, whip of a 1.11. Due up for the Padres, Arias, Machado, and Sheets. UK games start at 6 a.m. here. Yeah, no, that's not happening. One time I stayed up till 3:40 for a Hawaii UNI game. Oh, jeez. And it was a blowout. That's what makes it terrible. South Korea. Yeah, no, the South Korean Yeah, I wonder why you can't watch North Korean sports. Nah, I don't think they will be broadcasting anything like that. South Korean, I heard it's pretty cool. Though I think the Japanese one is the one I actually know more about. But I don't know if there's anybody here that's here for the Dodgers-Padres game. But if you are here, definitely hit that subscribe button. Definitely helps the channel out a lot. Appreciate you for stopping by. This one was a Indians-Giants game. That game ended, so we're just catching the end of this one. Of course, I'll probably change that title back. That way it looks a little bit more official. I actually did the previous two games. Maybe you saw those games from last night, or again the day prior. Those were pretty fun. I do Padres and Dodgers on this channel. So again, if you aren't subscribed, this is a good channel for you to subscribe. Of course, if you're a football fan, this is also a good channel for you. As I already got the first Hall of Fame game, we got the first college football game, and then I got my first Sunday game, which you guys will decide the other Sunday game and Saturday games and so on. So again, you guys have a lot of say on this channel. Hopefully you like what you see and subscribe. You want Indians Giants? Oh man, I have some bad news for you. That game's over. That game ended. As there are your scores from around the major leagues. Houston, the Asterix. That should make some of you Dodgers fans happy. Subscribe just for that. They're up 10-2. 10-2. Look at me just pandering. Arias is going to be up again. He's 1 for 3 on the day, batting .280, OPS of. That's going to be inside ball 1. OPS of .708. There are his stats for the year. Where's Mr. Beast? You saw Mr. Beast in the thumbnail. That's actually crazy. That's going to be in there for a called strike. A 1-1 count. Again, the Padres need 2 runs to keep it going. Here's the pitch. That's going to be hit to left center, and that's going to drop for a base hit. Pajes gets to it, throws it into second. So Arias is going to have to chill at first, but that's a leadoff base runner for the Padres, as that's going to bring up, and I'm hearing boos, Manny Machado, and I wonder why. He's batting 313, OPS of 877, 11 home runs, and 45 RBIs. So the tying run comes to the plate. Here's the pitch. Machado hits this right, and that one is going to be fouled back. So 0-1 count, runner on first here in the top of the ninth. Machado batting .288 against lefties, which is actually worse against worse compared to the righties, as that's in the dirt ball 1. His batting average against righties is .322, but his OPS against lefties is higher than it is against righties. You email the thumbnail. It has Mr. No, I mean, you can try. Here's the 1-1. That's going to be outside ball 2. I guess. Yeah, I guess you can on Twitter. This guy just got the notification. 2-1 count. Robleski delivers. Ground ball to third. There's one. Oh, he gets away from Edman. He is safe. That one was a clearly easy play. The throw may have been a little bit off. I'd love to see the replay. Ground ball to third. Muncy had it. Throws to second. Oh, that was in the dirt, and Edman had to do a little backhanded pick, and he wasn't able to do it. So runners on first and second with nobody out. What a turn of events here, as that's going to bring him Gavin Sheets. He is batting .264, OPS of 796, 12 home runs, and 42 RBIs. This guy. That is pretty disgusting. I would never promote that guy on the channel. Thank you for that. I'm good. That is fake news. All right, we're back here again. Gavin Sheets at the plate. Runners on first and second. Chopper just foul. Could have been a possible double play there, but not happening there. 0-1 count again. Runners on first and second. Nobody out here in the top of the ninth. Of course, the Dodgers have won the first two games of the series. We, of course, were there for those two. That was a pretty good, pretty interesting game, too, specifically as tensions were very high. Of course, we're tuning in pretty late for this one. Let's go Padres. Luis very happy about what he's listening to. That's going to be in there for a called strike. 0-2 count to Sheets. 0-2 count. Robleski delivers. That's going to be hit. That's going to get through for a base hit. And he's going to hold Arias at third, as Arias isn't exactly the fastest guy in the world. But that means it's bases loaded. And that's going to bring up Jake Cronenworth. He's batting .239, OPS of .756, 5 home runs, 17 RBIs. And there is apparently nobody warming up in the Dodgers bullpen, so this might just be all on Robleski here. Oh, so it looks like we have, okay, no. I thought Lockridge was coming in for Cronenworth. Lockridge is going to be a pinch runner for Sheets. So Cronenworth is at the plate. Lefty on lefty, but a lot of these guys have been, well, Arias was a lefty, Sheets was a lefty, so it doesn't really matter. Here's the pitch. Ground ball foul. As this Dodgers stadium has quieted down a little bit. It was pretty loud and very proud just a few moments ago. Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch. That's going to be upstairs for ball one. So 1-1 count. Robleski sets and fires. That's going to be outside ball two. 2-1 count, 68 pitches for Robleski. Though I'm just being told now that he's actually not your normal reliever, so I'm assuming that means he's a starter in the minors or something, as that's going to be hit foul yet again. So 2-2 count. We'll get some answers here, whether the Padres are going to be pushing this to the bottom of the ninth or not very soon. 2 innings of Padres-Dodgers are more exciting than Indians-Giants. You may be onto something. I hate that for my Giants and Indians viewers. Here's the 2-2. That's going to be hit to center. Paez is under it and makes the catch. Arias is sprinting home, and he's going to score, but no one is going to be able to move up a base as Paez immediately threw it to third. So the Padres now down 3-2 with runners on first and second, but with one out now. I'm going to have to agree, Luis, honestly. Again, the first two games we covered, they were great. They were fantastic. Game 2 really took the cake. That one was fantastic, as that one had a lot of heat to it. And, of course, I had to do Cleveland, San Fran tonight, but this one looks like this would have been pretty fun to call the whole game, as here is Xander Bogaerts. He's been struggling as of late. He takes a strike. He's 0-3 for tonight. Batting .224, OPS of .608, 3 home runs and 26 RBIs. Last 7 games, he's batting .103 with an OPS of .272. Just absolutely brutal. Here's the pitch. That's going to be hit to left center field. That's going to get down. Oh, my gosh, I kind of did the announcer's curse. Machado scores. And that is going to tie it up, as Lockridge had a chill at third. The announcer's curse came into effect there, and that is now a tie game with an RBI double by Bogaerts, and that's going to bring up Iglesias, or he's at least due up. He's 0 for 1 tonight, batting .227. 227, OPS of 560, no homers and 13 RBIs on the year. Here's the pitch. Ground ball to first. Oh, he's throwing home, and he is out. That one was not even close. Very much a wrong decision there, as now the runners are on the corners with 2 outs. Walk off, I don't know about that. Well, they're the away team, so I don't think he'd be able to regardless. So Iglesias is on first. Bogaerts is at third, and that's going to bring up Diaz. And there's a little bit of a pitch comm issue here. So, again, a little bit of a pitch comm issue. I do apologize. Unsure what's going on. Okay, there we go. We're back. Wroblewski delivers. Diaz hits it to third. Muncy throws to second. And it was a wild throw there again, but this time Edman makes the catch for out number 3. The Padres able to force it to the bottom of the 9th. Your score 3-3. Again, I know the thumbnail might be a little confusing. I was doing Indians-Giants earlier. And, of course, I'm just giving the subscribers some extra baseball tonight because I'm just that guy, huh? Again, if you like what you see, folks, hit that subscribe button. If you are, looking at the screen right now, you'd see that I did the last 2 games of Padres and Dodgers. So, hey, these guys just pop up on my feed randomly, apparently. So, but yeah, if you like what you see, hit the subscribe button. Again, I've been doing baseball since opening day. And if you are a football fan, I got great news for you. I'm a football fan as well. So I'll be doing football later down the road. You guys will be voting for it as well. You guys vote on games on this channel. So you make the call. Hopefully that sounds appealing enough for you. And you hit that subscribe button. Oh, I've never even heard of that, RFK. I'm not even going to even mention that because that sounds terrible. But yeah. So hopefully, again, you like what you see and hit that subscribe button. Do it for the Dodgers. It's going to be Edman, Kim, and Hernandez. No, pardon me. Edman, Hernandez, and rushing. So Hernandez pinch hit for Kim earlier. That's what it was. You're a NASCAR. Yeah, I'm a NASCAR fan. Like, I'm good. That's my reaction. I guess I can sort it by popular. I never even thought of that. Yeah, look at that. Yeah, that game was fantastic. That's the game I got 10 subscribers from, the Cubs Diamondbacks. That was a good game. That was a great game. All right, we got a new pitcher here for the Padres. It's going to be Robert Suarez. He has an ERA of 3.23, a whip of a .88. He has 21 saves on the year. Not a save situation, but obviously he's going to be asked to, hey, keep this 3-3, please. It's a baseball team. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to do anything like that. None of that baseball. I'm good. I think it's more of just MLB. And I don't think I would do a AAA or AA team either. All right, Tommy Edman's going to be up batting .250, OPS of 747, 10 home runs, and 37 RBIs. I'll go ahead and click on these stats for you. Those are his live stats. All right, here's the pitch. That's going to be in there, a called strike, as we're underway here in the bottom of the 9th. Luckily, I have another backup water. This is what I need. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. Edman hits this to left side of the infield. Bogaerts jogs over and makes the catch for out number 1. as that's going to bring up Kike Hernandez, batting .206, OPS of 647. Why am I always scrolling down too far? 7 home runs. No, yeah. And 18 RBIs. Oh, no. Will Smith is pinch hitting. I'm sorry. Just now announced that. .330 batting average. OPS of 947. 7 home runs, 40 RBIs. So that's a really good bat to have on the bench. Here's the pitch. Smith hits this to right. Tatis jogging over to the foul line, and that's going to get out of play. So Smith stays alive. High A, no, I'm good. I don't think I need to call high A or anything like that. Suarez leader in saves, but he also has blown 2 saves. In those 2 games, he received 8 runs total. Wow. So when Suarez is bad, he is bad. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. Smith hits this to left. That one has the distance. It is foul. Oh, my goodness. That one was just yanked to left. He crushed that ball. That landed. That one went at least 400 feet. There's no way it did not. What's your live for on Thursday? Not that. Here's the pitch. And Smith hits this to right at the wall. And that one is gone. Oh, my goodness. A walk-off home run. Tatis made a leap at the wall. And I think he just touched the ball. But the ball landed in play or in the stands. That one is gone. The Dodgers win on a walk-off 4-3 as they officially win the series. Of course, they do play tomorrow. But that is now 3 straight wins over the Padres. I am very sorry, Luis. I didn't give you a heart attack then, but I probably gave you a heart attack now, as the Padres will lose the series. Again, they do play tomorrow night, probably calling that game if everything goes well, of course. I'm very sorry. Very sorry, Luis. But, of course, if you liked what you see, guys, if you liked what you saw, liked what you see now, currently, whatever, definitely hit that subscribe button. I actually called the last 2 nights of Padres-Dodgers. Probably going to be back tomorrow night as well for Padres-Dodgers. Today I did Cleveland and the Giants. That was pretty fun. Of course, calling the end of this one was pretty neat as well, as there was more excitement in these 2 innings than the entire 9-inning game of the Cleveland and San Fran game. So, yeah, no, I'm definitely calling tomorrow night's Dodgers and Padres game. And I'll at least be doing 2 games tomorrow, so we'll see. The A's game is still going on. Even if I actually wanted to, which I don't, I actually can't anyway because I can't watch any Astros or Rangers games because I'm in that, yeah. I mean, I could watch this game day thing with you. Like, that's all I could do. But no, I can't actually, I can't call that game because I can't watch it. Like, oh, he walked. Yeah, that's what you want to see. But yeah, no, again, if you did like what you see or saw, definitely hit that subscribe button. If you're a football fan, definitely hit that subscribe button. I really do appreciate it. Every subscriber helps the channel out a lot. As you see, I'm not the most popular guy, but with your help, I can become somewhat popular on YouTube. So I do appreciate it. I hope you guys have a great night. Yeah, Suarez just, yeah, when he's bad, he's bad. You mentioned it earlier. You want game day. You want game day reaction. Wow, that would be something, wouldn't it? No, I think I'm done. I think I'm chalked. I actually am surprised I was able to call this for this long, to be honest, because I'm tired as well. I just haven't been able to get much sleep. I've obviously been staying up calling these games that are ending at 12:30, 1 o'clock. Oh, my goodness. But yes, RFK, God bless. Take care. You guys all have a great night. Jesus is King. You guys all have a great night. I will see you guys tomorrow, possibly 3 games. I can't guarantee 3 games, but at least 2. And I'm unsure what specifically is going to happen. If this one is going to be Skeens, okay, yeah, so it's looking like it's not. So that's the thing. I might not be able to do Pirates to Tigers. Oh, well. I already made the thumbnail for it, too. That's kind of disappointing. When you make a thumbnail and you can't use it, it's kind of heartbreaking. Yeah, you guys have a great night. You guys take care. Again, you just tuned in. Dodgers just won on the walk-off home run by Will Smith. I will see you guys tomorrow for your Padres-Dodgers. I'll be back tomorrow night, so hopefully I see you there. Subscribe, and you will get that game. Good call. Thanks. Oh, yeah, hey. Again, thank you for listening, of course, Nick. I appreciate you. I'm good enough to listen to for a few hours at work, so I guess I'm doing okay. So, you want to watch you sleep? Don't end the stream. Well, I don't sleep in here. I might be a little odd if I were to sleep in this chair. But hashtag don't end stream. You're about to see hashtag end stream. You guys have a great night. Y'all be careful. Again, thank you guys so much for stopping by. I don't know what games I'm doing tomorrow specifically. I can tell you again, Padres-Dodgers will be the game tomorrow night. As far as during the day, I don't know yet. We'll figure it out. You'll find out. Peace. Y'all have a good one.